Guys, welcome to today's stream. Gotta go ahead and post and let everybody know that I'm live, so give me a second. Gonna post on Instagram first, cause got a new photo to post. Alright. And dang, I forgot to save it. So you get to press buttons. I know one thing, looking forward to playing more of this game. This game is actually pretty good, surprisingly. I wasn't expecting it to be as good. And here we go with this, bro. Just dang. Alright. Now let's post on YouTube. Let people know I'm live on there also. Alright. Clear out these apps. You want to click on that. Turn that Wi-Fi off on the phone. Alright. Let's go ahead, play this game, see what this game's all about. Turn my TV down so I won't be having no echo noises going off. Did it not save? Bro, how you gonna save? Anybody joining at this time, welcome, welcome. Appreciate y'all for joining. I can't put that nowhere. Alright. Alright, it's cool. I ain't tripping. We'll see about this weapon, though. Oh, they on some Call of Duty stuff. They're all like, you ain't gonna be able to unlock add-ons for you gonna have to like play. Oh yeah, because they got like the little level up thing there. I'm curious about this weapon. I wonder how many other weapons they're gonna add in this game. Or if it's gonna be a situation where it's just, I don't know, one-time thing, like they're gonna focus on it now, then sometime later they're just gonna be like, nah, we done. We did everything we need to do, so we just gonna focus on something else. No, I don't want to be famous. So use that stuff yourself. I don't get why it's like Twitch. Fix that. Wait. I was about to say, I'm like, fam. Let me see if I can just, you know, go out here and talk to this guy.
I don't much like what Hanukkah had to say. Wait, we'll deal with Katanga later. You could get the details.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm like, brother, hold on. I'm like, I have played and I have done my time.
You know how to recalibrate an NSEG 4 fire control radar? Our landing zone's a couple of clicks from Pala Station. And just remember, Wayland man.
Yup. That's nice, that's nice. Okay. Oh, I remember this place. This was in the movies. This is, freaking Covenant. Yeah, it was an Alien Covenant.
We're heading down to LV-895. The Wayland-Yutani surface lab was overrun by Xenos, but...
Yeah, I remember this place. Oh, it's about to freaking get lit as a team. Headshot kills.
Repel into the caverns for search and rescue.
Hey, appreciate the sub. Thank you for that. Jubilis, yeah, appreciate that. Thank you. Turn it up so it could be a little bit louder, but yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. Hopefully, your day, dang, you came in strong. Hopefully your day is going good.
This isn't a cave. It's block construction.
I, for a second, thought that was a Best Buy logo. I'm like, bruh, is this how Best Buy got started? It was just some planet, like, far, far away with aliens. And then they just like, you know what? We can't do this alien stuff. We're gonna have to... Uh-oh. No problem, my love. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Hopefully, everything's going good with you. Day was good. What about you? My day was good. My day was good. I was chilling today. I can't even complain. I got some videos done. What else? Yeah, mainly that's it. Watched the 2 new episodes. I don't know if you watched that TV show, but American Horror Story, the double feature season.
If Xenos spread this far from Pala Station, they'll be after any survivors. Get moving.
See what this weapon's all about.
A lot of Wayland shit down here. Some kind of auxiliary base, fallback position.
Where? Ooh. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Yeah, I like that a lot. Yeah, go ahead and give me that. It doesn't even take that much ammo at that, like...
Weird door. A live terminal. See if you can pull any logs.
I don't trust nothing, bruh. See, I knew it. I knew they was on some stuff. I knew as soon as I turned that corner, it was just gonna aliens just gonna plop right on me and freaking go crazy. Seen a couple of episodes here and there. Something with the circus for a freak show or something like. Yeah. I remember that season. I think that's when I had kind of started getting into the show. Yeah, they did like that. That freak show season, it was good too. It was good. Most of the shows aren't good. I just never like got into it. And it wasn't until I think it was up until that season that's when I did get into it. Cuz I was like, "Huh, this show is odd." But I like it. It's weird. I like it. And of course, with this, I'm like, aliens. This is what I was watching in my childhood. You'd think I'm crazy for watching movies like this as a kid, but like, honestly, this is how I survived.
Hear that?
Like, I couldn't watch those like kiddie shows for so long, and then eventually I'm like, hey yo, wow. I knew that was gonna happen. But yeah, I could watch those kiddie shows for so long. Eventually, I had to like watch something a tad bit more intense. But yeah, you know, American Horror Story. It's a good show. Ain't so many shows like out there like that where it's like I feel like it kind of like pushes the limits with shows. I feel like American Horror Story, that's definitely a show where it pushes its limits, you know, touches up on stuff that's like, dang, all right. Like they did one season where it was kind of like based off of Charles Manson. That's how video games was for me. Got tired, kid type games. Exactly. Like, bro, I had stayed playing games like that. Like rated M games. I was constantly having to like ask my parents like, hey, can you walk into GameStops for me real quick so you could show identification and I could get this game. My parents didn't care. They didn't care what was in those games. Like they were crazy and gory and all that stuff. But like, you know, I'm saying like the Sesame Street games, like eventually you're just like, dang, can I like blow up something? Can I Can a little bit more just happen? They're like, nah, they got you out there freaking solving riddles and counting up your alphabets. I'm like, man, no. Have it where I can throw them alphabets and it blows up. Bro, I know one thing for sure. I need ammo. They ain't got not one ammo box. Where? Oh, flamethrower time. What is going on with that door? There we go.
So much Wayland shit. What were they doing down here? Honecker didn't say there
But
was
yeah,
a
I'm like,
just Pala Station itself.
but I think that's, you know, I think, like, as I was saying that in my earlier stream, like, you know, if the kids got the right parents to tell them, like, hey, yo, you can't, like, do this wild stuff in video games, like a game like this, I told my kid, I'm like, yeah, if you do see an alien and it's attacking you, like, hey, yo, do what you can to protect yourself. But, like, games like Grand Theft Auto, I'm like, yeah, don't run over grandmothers and freaking do a bunch of other wild different stuff in that game. Or in real life, at least. But, yeah, in the game, go crazy with it. Freaking go wild. But, yeah, it's like, you know, I feel like, so, yeah, some, you know, kids, they do take it to the extreme. And I'm like, yeah, they don't need to be playing video games like this. I remember asking my dad to take me to get GTA 5. Because he didn't know what the game was about. Yeah, I'm saying, like, bro, do you know how many times I've had to ask my parents to go and come, like, hey, can you come into GameStops real quick? Like, they said they need identification. I'm not old enough. The facial hair didn't work. I'm just using the flamethrowers on you. Oh, here we go. Bro, why is there so many of them? Dang, chill out. What is this? I don't know what that did. Bro, where is that freaking ammo box? Them big ones ain't no joke, bruh. Yeah, let's get up out of here. Freaking place is wild. Bro, y'all ain't gonna follow? Y'all just gonna stand back there? Like, come on now. That was a white one. Oh, I think I remember they had like a white version of these aliens. It's cool they being diverse. It's at the end of the day, these things is just, you know, crazy for no reason. Like, I ain't did nothing to them, and they just out here attacking me. I'm like, bruh, like, relax.
This is the Colonial Marines. You from Pala Station?
Yes, I'm Security Chief Cynthia Rodriguez. You're in danger here, Marines.
Bro, Alpha, man. Dang, that thing exploded. Alright. The heck was that? Oh, that's the door. I was about to say, bro, that thing sounded so monstrous. I need to use my health thing. I should have really went back. I should have used it and then got that one, but nah, it's too late now. I'm already committed. Oh, flamethrower time.
Rodriguez, we're here under authority of the Colonial Protection Act. We'll be evacuating survivors.
I'm like, bruh, if you, like, people stuck on this planet, I've been like, hey, yo, you guys set yourself up for failure when you showed up to this planet. Like, not one person that showed to show up to this planet. Why? And there's, like, these acid blood aliens just going around killing people. Like, that's all they know. That is all that they know. I like how they still, like, stuck with the OG, like, sounds, though, from this, game, like, you know, or from the movies and put them in the game. Like, from this, assault rifle gun. And then, like, overall, like, the noises, some of the noises that they make. But yeah, this is what Aliens, that isolation game, like, I get what they were trying to do, but I just didn't like the fact I'm like, you can't shoot the aliens or nothing. Like, you just pretty much just run around and hide. Like, nah, fam, give me a gun. I wants to fight. It doesn't even make any sense. Like, you come out with an alien game, you can't even, like, fight them off and stuff. Like, you just hide in, lockers and that's it. Like, no, that's not fun. Where's it at?
Another nuclear spitter. Coming from the far side.
Dang. Oh, flamethrower time. I know one thing. I need that ammo. Where are we even supposed to be going? Like, do we go this way or do we...
Still with us, Rodriguez? I told you we're secure. You're the only ones in danger here, Marines.
Thought I seen something over there. Never mind.
We'll get you out safe.
I'm good. I'm just paranoid. That's how you barrel roll. Okay. So I'm talking about. Bro, that one was just sitting there just looking, bruh. Them ones be so weird. That's crazy how they're red. Alright. Let's continue. GTA 5, though, like I'm saying, I remember when that game was coming out. That just seemed like that was like the last time like to enjoy gaming. Like when GTA 5 was coming out. It seemed like after that, like, what other games had that hype? Like, I can't think of no other games that had that GTA 5 hype. Like, when the first time it came out, like, on the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. After that, like, no other games had that hype, bro. That sucks. That honestly sucks. Like, we experienced... I feel like Destiny might have had some hype, but GTA, though, like, nah. That was, like, a new kind of, like, that was it. Like, if I could just go back to that time when GTA 5 was coming out, bro. That was good, man.
Second wave, reorient.
Like, I'm trying to think. How old was I when that game came out? I think I had just turned... Yeah, I had just turned 17 when that game came out. Turning 17. I already had turned 17. Starting my senior year of high school. What else? Yeah, GTA 5, when that game came out, I was like, bruh, that was good. That was a good time. They were showing the commercial, like, every single day. I'm telling you, I'm like, there's no other game that has had that hype since then. That's why I'm like, bro, we are in the gaming drought. Like, there's no good games that's out. There's no good games whatsoever. Like, there's what? Modern Warfare would probably be, like, the last good, like, game that came out. But other than that, like, it didn't have, like, that hype. It didn't have, like, the, like, oh, we gotta, like, you know, be lined up in front of stores, like, GameStop's trying to buy it and stuff. Like, there's not one game I could say in recent times that's had that hype. Call of Duty Battlefield might have it, but... not even that, probably. It probably just, you know, people would overall just be excited to buy it and stuff, but... that's as far as it's gonna go. Which sucks. It's like, dang, you know. Games can be good, but... it's just these developers, they're like, they don't care no more. I'm trying to think what other games had that hype prior before Grand Theft Auto 5. I think Battlefield 3 had hype. Where's some other games? I've never seen it where these aliens have been out, like, during the day. It's daytime, right? Yeah, it is daytime. That's just kind of weird seeing that. I've never seen the aliens in the day.
What the hell is that?
Feel like GTA 6 could have had a lot of hype by changing only people who will be playing as content creators in game. Yeah, exactly. I feel like that game is just, yeah, it's probably, it might have hype, but if not, bro, yeah, it's just gonna be, you know, the content creators playing that game. Which sucks that that's what gaming then led down to, where it's like, okay, let's see if a content creator is gonna like this game. But if not, like, then yeah, we ain't fooling with it. But I have to say, like, Grand Theft Auto 5, like, really helped out people in some of their careers. Like, Vanoss, like, I remember when Vanoss, I found out about him through Grand Theft Auto 5. Not saying that he's, like, you know, oh, he was a nobody prior beforehand. Like, nah, he had his thing going on, but Grand Theft Auto 5, like, definitely elevated his career. I feel like that's only the only people that's playing that game today. And now they're talking about like, oh, we're gonna have it optimized and stuff for the new consoles. I'm like, no, y'all need to just focus on Grand Theft Auto 6. Like, it ain't even worth it playing Grand Theft Auto 5 anymore. Grand Theft Auto 5 is just, to me, it's boring. It's like, Grand Theft Auto 5 would have been good. I've been playing that instead of this. Like, at one point in time, it was a good game, but as the time progressed on, bro, it's like, what did this game become? That was like the one thing I had to say that I liked about it, was that it was like a realistic game. Then as the time progressed on, bro, that game went from like a box office record breaking, like top of the line video game to like a game that's being sold straight to VHS tapes. Like, no game ever should be treated like that, bro. Like, you guys ruined your legacy to the point where it's like, bro, like, people can't even take Grand Theft Auto seriously anymore. Like, you guys could have did some, they could have did some along the lines like how, the Grand Theft Auto 4, where they had their DLCs, where it was like the Lost in the Dam and Ballad of Gay Tony. If they had did that, bro, what happened? I used to watch Rand's GTA videos 24/7. They were so... Bro, I'm telling you, like... Vanoss killed it, man, with his videos. What's this thing doing? Did I mess up? I think I messed up. Yep. You ain't gotta tell me twice. Where's my flamethrower? Dang, I'm running as fast as I can. Wait. What's going on? Bro, what is Alpha and Beta doing? You guys don't freaking run? But yeah, Vanoss, like, bro, I remember when I found out about, because I think I was watching this YouTuber named KYR Speedy, and so I've watched him, and then I clicked on a Vanoss video, I think by accident, thinking that it was like all the same. But then once I realized, like, oh no, this is a different guy, like, at that point I was watching Vanoss videos all the time. I think Rockstar took too long to put out new updates. They're doing it more now, but it's, hold on for a second, let me kill off these wave of aliens. Are you serious? They're not gonna revive me? Oh, they about to die themselves. Dang. And this is supposed to be on casual? Bro. I think he shot the freaking thing in the wrong area. He should have shot that mess. Bro, I swear. He definitely oh, okay, here we go. Shot way overshot that. Bro, reload. I swear, man. That is not on casual, bruh. Like, come on. They have like a checkpoint thing. I think Rockstar took too long to put out new updates. They're doing it more now, but it's way too late. GTA is always Has consistent players are not like how it used to be. No, yeah. Yeah, they have it where people still play that game, but it's not like how it was back in the day. Yeah, I think I'm going to play something else. Actually, that's what I am going to play. I'm going to play Car Mechanic Simulator. Have fun with that. I don't want to play just strictly just one game tonight. Bro, why they have it? I can't even see what I'm typing. But yeah, I'm like, Grand Theft Auto, like that game, it had like, you know, potential and stuff afterwards, like after it was like they released and everything, but then once they started doing all these weird updates, it was like, bro, you guys could have just kept that to yourself. Like, it wasn't even no reason to do all that to that game. Like when they came out with the Tron Legacy update, that's when they lost me. I was just like, nope, I'm not playing this no more. I stopped playing it after that. I was all like, you guys want to come out with a Tron Legacy update, come out with a Tron Legacy video game. Like, don't add that to a game. They ain't never had none of that stuff in there before. So I'm really hoping that when they do come out with Grand Theft Auto 6, they don't do none of that, like, weird stuff. Like, you leave that all in Grand Theft Auto 5. Like, I hope, like, when they do, because they're supposedly saying it's supposed to take place in Vice Cities. That's what they're saying. If it does, bro, it needs to be in the 80s settings with, like, no futuristic weapons, no futuristic cars, none of that. No Tron Legacy bikes, like, just strictly Grand Theft Auto. Because when they start doing all that stuff, it's like, bro, who are you trying to impress? Like, I didn't ask for this. I don't care for this. Alright, let's work on this car. And then I'll work on the other two cars. So what was the problem with this? You need brakes? Okay. Bro, I was like, that kind of scared me for a second. I just seen something like swing across the floor. I'm like, bro, they even got weird stuff in here? That's why I just be playing games and they just got me paranoid. I can't even play a car mechanic simulator game. Oh, that thing, I can tell that thing is rusty. I'm gonna have to lower this car. Yeah, if you guys ever need to know anything about cars, what is this? Is this supposed to be an Audi? Engines don't be looking like this. Engines don't be that spaced out. I ain't never seen an engine that spaced out before. But yeah, if you ever need to know anything about cars, this is your game. Okay, and what was another thing? They said it was like, actually, you know what? Let's just go ahead and get this out of the way, the brake stuff. Oh, it's more of an electronic thing at that, so no, hold on. I don't know why they won't have it all in the same, like, section, but electronics. Oh yeah, yeah, these two things, $700 and $900. Like, whoever freaking does this, I'm like, hey yo, they better pay me a lot too. That stuff was rusty. Alright, now let's lift up this car. Look at the rims. See what they got going on. Or the brakes. Actually, it doesn't look bad. Hold on. Yeah, that's not bad. That's actually good. It's like 70, all that stuff. Yeah, I'd say that's good. So GTA would add all this random stuff, but nothing good enough keep players. Then they added flying bikes and a bunch of tanks and stuff that people would abuse and use to grief other players. It gets so, bro. That's why I ain't like Yeah, that's why if I was to play that game, always play that game with your friends. Always play that game with your friends. Do not ever play that game online. I mean, obviously people are going to, like, it's a feature given to people, but with me, I'm like, bro, I stayed far away from online. Cause that's the main reason. You'll just be out there minding your own business, trying to play that game, and then they have it where it's like, that's why I didn't like where it's like you have to be in the public lobby to do certain things. To do, like, if you got like one of those like warehouses or whatever, one of those like underground the like trap house, whatever they want to call it, I don't freaking know. But yeah, it's like, bro, I don't want to play online with people. People don't know how to play. I just be sitting there minding my own business. Next thing you know, I got blown up by tanks and all these other different things. I'm like, no, I don't want to deal with all that. It's like, people, I'm telling you, that's why I like, bro, I just stay far away from it. I think the one only time I did have a good experience in that game is when a modder had sent me, like, they sent me, I think, almost $300 million. I had to message that man and be like, thank you. Like, even though it was like, bro, and I remember I went crazy with that money too. I remember I went just straight up crazy with that. Then Grand Theft Auto, they ended up taking it out. They let me have all my stuff, but I was like, dang, bro. I'm like, y'all just gonna leave me just broke? I still was playing the game, though, regardless. I still was, like, you know, just earning more money on top of the money that I had already earned in that game. That thing was shot. Them brake pads were shot. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get another pair of brake pads. But yeah, it's like, it's just, you know, games, like, at one point in time, games could not compete with Grand Theft Auto. It didn't even matter what games was coming out, what games were already out, like, they was not competing with Grand Theft Auto. Then they made its way to PC and all of that. Hey, what's up, Mika? Yeah, I was like, Grand Theft Auto. I'm telling you, Grand Theft Auto is just one of those games where it's like, you know, it was good, but I like high school Grand Theft Auto. Wait, hold on for a second. Hold on. Yeah, I did everything with this car. I'm like, hey, yo, take your car. Get up out of here. Should I give them their car back with no door? And just be like, hey, yo, you came through here with no door. Life lesson. Wait, what happened? Finish an order with experience bonus. Mika? What is there like, is there another way of saying it? Miika or something? Like, I'm confused. Hey, yo, don't do this to me. Like I said, like, I was called slavery names my whole life, so I can't remember the last time I got called by my actual real name. So actually, what they need to... Dang! Oh, their car is shot. Fam, get you a new car. They out here trying to fix a car from like 1993. Like, no. You need to get rid of a car from 1993. Stuff is all rusted, man. I swear. Like, look at this. Wait, what? I didn't even know what popped up. They never had things pop up before, so... Man, it does not pay off being a mechanic. It really doesn't. I'm searching for this. Forget this crap. Just search it, yeah. Dang, was it A or C? Nah, I ain't even trying to make that mistake. Yeah, it was C, okay. People really be probably trying to do this too. If I was a mechanic and somebody came in with a car from like 1993, I'm like, hey, yo, you gonna have to fix this car yourself. So I'm like, go ahead. Gloves is over there. Face mask is over there, because I don't know if you got COVID, so I've been like, nope, you gonna have to be here with me fixing this car. I ain't doing this by myself. But look at that, bro. Like, that is way too rusty. Dang, that whole engine is just rusted. Like, fam, you need you a new car. I gotta lift the car up. Maybe I don't know. Hold on. Oh, so no, I do gotta lift the car up. Even the license plate is rusty. Like, fam, get you a new car. Bro, what did I... Oh, my God. Okay, let's just get this stuff out the way. Like, I could have sworn they just said to gotta lift the car up to... Alright, I'm calm. I'm calm. I ain't tripping. Okay, which one was this? Alright, it's just a starter. Oil filter 14. Alright. What am I on? Like, please let me know if a starter is here. Okay, there we go. Then it was the oil filter 14. It's like the only like filter people be buying is the oil filter 14. Watch, I'm gonna be like going into my freaking mechanics and be like, y'all got oil filter 14. They're like, what are you talking about? It's like, but your car is broke. The starter broke. If it ain't working, then you just need you a whole new car. And it's like to sit down and think about it, like, should I do a story time about how I was in a cult? You was, whoa. Time out. What did you mean you was in a cult? Like, was it just, you know, people being weird? Or was it like a Charles Manson, like, type cult? Like, that's what I'm worried about. I mean, I'm kind of curious. Like, I just more so for my sake. And there's some other stuff that needs to be replaced. An actual code. Dang. I mean, I think that would get some views. I think that definitely would get some attention. That's not a video where it's like, oh, okay, ain't nobody gonna be like, I would watch that. I would watch it, react to it, whatever. Like, I'm curious about that. Like, how'd that all go about? Because that's That's kind of scary. Am I gonna have to take this? Bro, I swear, man. It's like, this car is broken. Like, go and get you something else. Hey, look at it. Like, parts, just everything rusty. Like, the belts is all messed up. But it's good you ain't involved in that cult no more. I mean, I would like to hope and think that you're not. If you are, then I'm sorry. You know, just to give you my answer in case you do ask me, no, I don't want to be in no cult. Unless I can be the leader and, you know, overall, like, tell people to do things for, like, for good reasons, but we ain't gonna be out here going into people's houses, killing them, and sacrificing goats and all that stuff. Like, I'm not with that lifestyle. I can't live like that. I'm allergic to that lifestyle, so... But I'm pretty sure it's like, there's probably so many people I know that's like, they be out there doing that weird stuff, and I'm saying, like, there's, you know, I ain't gonna say that's like the craziest thing I've ever heard, but like, it's, you know, people really, you know, they just be out there living that life. Goats are delicious. Goats are not meant to be eaten. Goats are meant to faint and run over kids. Like, go to the Puyallup Fair. There's like this area where like kids be out there trying to race goats. It's the funniest thing ever. Kids get up crying. I'm sitting there like laughing at things like, why am I here? Why am I doing this? Why am I laughing at some kids? I don't care either. I'm sitting here taking apart all these different parts, and I'm like, all I just need to do is just take away these spark plugs. Are they all rusted? Oh, dang. And climb mountains. Yeah, that too. That too. That's like the one animal where I'm like, I think I'll get along with it. Like, only been to the fair a few times. I think that's it. Like, you know... that's all you really need to do is just go there a few times. It ain't like that there's something to do there, like, new every year. So, what, look at the animals and that's it. Like, after a while, it's just, oh, okay, nice, nice. Okay, wrong area. I need like 4 of them. I'm like, man, these people's car is shot. Like, hey, yo, do me a favor. Don't ever come back here again. I have to say, like, the next game that they come out with, they should have it where it's like you gotta, because I know there's like certain ways of like putting spark, like, you know, you ain't gonna just hover over the thing and it just goes in automatically. Like, they should have it where it's like there's like, you gotta unscrew the stuff, you gotta, you know, put the spark plugs in a certain way. I remember I saw one of your videos of you reacting to Suda's video of making the song in Discord. I think it was December or November or something. Videos was funny, but also cool how they make a good song. I know, right? Yeah, those guys, like, honestly, I had to say, like, I had to honestly give them credit to any, you know, success that I found recently on YouTube. Because those videos still get views till this day, which is, like, it's crazy to me. Like, so yeah, those guys, like, those are, like, guys where I'm like, hey, yo, you don't ever have to worry about me being like, oh, I'm not giving them no credit. Like, nah, I give those guys, like, full credit between him, McNasty, like, all of Goons, all of, Moan Boys, who else? Yeah, any of those guys that's, like, has really elevated my channel. It's all due, like, thanks to them, so. I know there's, like, times where, like, YouTubers would, like, blow up and then act like that. Oh, I did this all on my own. Like, I'll admit, I created I, like, uploaded the videos, but I sat down, took the time, make sure they were, like, good quality and all of that. But those guys, like, they helped me out, so. There was, like, that one YouTuber, Gujan Daniel. I don't think too many people know who he is, but KSI was trying to be helpful with him, and yeah, that didn't turn out so good. Like, always just make sure that it's like you don't bite the hand that fed you. Especially if they fed you good too. Like, okay, I gotta go back to the main shop. Find this gear. Bro, what is all of these different cam gear things? Which one did I have? Or which one do they need? Cam gear 14 Soch. Okay, cam gear 14. Cam gear A. I was about to say, where's the one that I need? Like, they got all of them, but they ain't got the one that I need. Hey, what's up, Hamza? I've been alive for I've been live for almost an hour. It should say at the somewhere on your screen how long I've been live. I don't know what's wrong with me. I can't talk. Timing belt. All right. That was like 14 Soch. Okay. B. Timing belt. There we go. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you need to have, like, notifications on. They'll let you know when I go live. What else? And then, make sure you follow me on social media, because I post on there, too. Need that belt thing. But yeah, I was like, those guys, Moan Boys and all those guys, it's always good to, like, even when I remember when they were posting me on their social media account, that's something I'm like, dang, I wasn't expecting that. Like, people coming in talk about, oh yeah, Moan Boys, like, had you in your, in their video and stuff. So I was like, that's just, it's just something, it's like seeing that, and it's like, seeing how much they've elevated my channel, that's something, it's just, you can't, like, not look at that and be like, oh. Like, nah, it's just, you gotta give those guys full credit. He also sends, I mean, I feel like that I might, like, if I'm close enough. What was I looking for again? I completely forgot what I was looking for. I honestly forgot what I was looking for. And yeah, that freaking roller thing, okay. So you upload one of your streams to YouTube and talked about it on your podcast. The alien stream? I didn't do no podcast episode about it. I was like, I didn't even know about that. I didn't even have time to do no podcast episode about it. You should have shouted out me and Wholesome on your podcast episode, because really once you made your stream fun enough to upload onto YouTube. I mean, either way, like, I post whatever. It's like, people shouldn't really... That's one thing I just want to let people know. Don't expect shout outs. Like, if you are there to help a person stream or whatever, it's like, you know, a person could not stream and just leave it at that. So, never expect shout outs. It's like, if I go out my way and shout you out, it's like, because that's what I mean, I'm like really messing with you. But it's like, I just don't be shouting out anybody, so. Yeah, that had nothing to do. That I recorded that before the alien stream. Crankshaft pulley 14. All right. I should just, you know, I forget. All right, so this is a electronic. Bro, they acting like that. All right. It's like, bro, unless, oh, is it I4 or 14? It might be I4, never mind. Did Emma quit streaming? You mentioned one of your friends did. Was it her? No, it was another friend of mine's. Yeah, Emma would have posted that on social media. She would have quit streaming. Like a water pump. Why do they need a water? Alright. Okay, good. I was worried because I just discovered. Yeah, she cool. She cool. Is that the one? I think that's the one. Oh, dang. I hope that's the one, bro. I hope that's the one. I hope I didn't just buy that mess for no reason. I think that is it. I hope that is it. Cool, okay. Oh yeah, that belt's shot. Alright, where's that belt? Wasn't it B? Okay, so it was like B. Alright, well, go back. You can look at the name all over again. Could be wrong. You didn't even have no B there. Alright, so. But yeah, it was a friend of mine. She had well, she said I think she's just done at the moment, but I don't know, the way she was talking, I think she is like permanently done with streaming, but who knows? People come back. Never really know. Other people follow chicks with half naked profiles. They know they're never gonna get with them, so what's the point? Hey, I'm saying people, they be doing that. Might be electronic. Yep. And $200. How much money I got? Okay, I got $6,000 still. That girl is not gonna let you do stuff with her, so why bother? Yeah, there's just guys out there where it's like they chicks are nice and funny. Yeah, some of them be cool. But no, there's like some out there where they do kind of, you know, like Mika, I'm saying, like, if you're on Twitch like long enough, you'll see where there's like girls on here that like they'll be on the platform. Like the one girl, I'll never forget that when she was like, if you got time to be in my streams, then you got time to give me money. And I'm like, what? That situation went viral because it was like, lady, who are you to be making demands like that? But no, some of them be chilled though. Like, no, there's like some girls out there that really do be funny. And then there's just some that just, you know, they ruin it. And it's all like, you don't really get to see those girls that are funny. Because they just get drowned out by like girls on here that's like sniffing and licking microphones and what other stuff. Doing hot tub streams. Then there's the ones that really do be killing it, like putting in work and stuff. And I'm like, fam, it's so messed up. So it was actually Sir Belt A. Same with men. Yeah. Yeah. Well, men don't be doing no like hot tub. Well, I mean they do, but it's like it ain't gonna get views like if a girl were to do it. I don't think I needed that. Hold on for a second. Oh my god, these people's car. Alright, bro, I'm off to bed. Have a good rest of your stream. Definitely gonna pop in next one. Alright, Drew Bliss. Appreciate you for stopping by. Thank you. Thank you. Let me just drain this oil. Do something easy and simple. I can't be asked to freaking be doing all these different things with cars, bro. You're having unrealistic fantasies, getting with these half-naked girls. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, like, if they want to follow them, they can follow them. It's like, I just think that, it's, you know, if that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. It's like, can't do nothing about it, so... Just a dollar sign to them. Yeah, that's what I'm like, and you know, like what Mika was saying, there's some out there that's funny, and then yeah, it's like I think you should be able to like yourself should be able to see the difference between the ones. It's like if they ain't there asking for the money and stuff, then all right, then you're chilled. But if they are, then it's like yeah, leave that stream, abort mission. Change brake fluid. Oh my, bro. These people, I'm like, you just need a whole new car. Ain't this just water? I've always thought like windscreen washer. I always thought this was just water. I guess it might be more to it. I don't know, like soap and water. That stuff don't look right. Did you find Slender Man yet? Dang, it's been years since I played that game. I ain't got no plans on playing it either. Actually, speaking of that, that's what I need to do. I need to, because I was working like on kind of like a fictional series where like it was like Slender Man sightings. I was working on something like that. Actually, that's what I might do because I know there's that one guy, McJuggernuggets. He got like his own like writing, like app profile thing. I might have to get into that. That was a good game though. The Arrival one, at least that first one, that was all right. Drain. Where is that at? I mean, the time he was addressing the hate, he brought Slender Man because they were trying to preview him while you were recording. Yeah, I didn't see that video. I don't know about that. I honestly, I don't remember bringing up Slender Man in any of the hate videos. I mean, if I did, I did, but I don't remember. Time I get Botox, I get a bad migraine. That's might be a sign. I stay away from that. Like me personally, I wouldn't fool with that stuff. I don't fool with anything. They got like injecting me and make me, you know, do or look a certain. I just couldn't get with it. Basically, people were on you about blocking them Twitter, and you like, silly man care. Yeah, like I said, I don't remember. It's like it's probably that video probably recorded that years ago. You gotta remember, I recorded like probably since that recording of that video, I probably recorded thousands of videos after that. So I don't remember every video that I've recorded. Sounds like something that I would say, but I don't remember it. Oh, this stuff was chill. All right. People got mad at you about using a built-in tool on the app. Yeah, I don't. There's a lot of stuff that I don't know about. Like I never sat down and watched any of those videos, so I don't know. This is like, you know, the Slenderman stuff, built-in, whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't know about that, but yeah, a lot of that stuff I don't know about. Where is this stuff they want me to... I swear that was like somewhere on the engine. Okay, that's the windshield washer. Drain that. Power steering. Drain that. That's the brake stuff. Where is this other stuff that they're talking about? That's what I'm like, man, these people's... Oh, wait a second. Well, let's just get rid of that. Just go ahead and buy that. Using blocking, I mean. Yeah, blocking is a built-in tool. I mean, social media apps has blocking feature. I'm gonna use it. It makes no sense when people get mad. Yeah, it's like I just, you know, it's people like that. Just I never wanted to be bothered with in the first place. So yeah, it was just always dumb when they got mad at some stuff like that. It's like, well, if a person blocks you, that means they don't want to be bothered with you. I don't mean that you gotta keep like contacting them and, you know, just being weird and stuff. So that's why I was like, yeah, it's, you know, a lot of that stuff I didn't see or know of because I was blocking people. It's like if anybody did bring any of that stuff up, I was just like, I didn't even see half of the things that people would talk on. I needed a fuel filter, so let's just go ahead buy that. There were some wires too. I remember I need to put back. Maybe that was the other car. No, I think that was the other car. Isn't this car already? Telling you, if I lift this car and then they're like, oh, you gotta put the car back down. It's like, oh my god, this game is being weird, bro. Say engine bay. The car was already lowered, so that's why I'm like, what do you mean by engine bay? Oh, it gotta be at a certain level of low, so if it's too low, can't reach for it. It's so weird. Machine coil. I wouldn't accept no deal unless the deal is for us to both leave each other alone. Yeah. Yeah, it's too bad people can't think along those lines. It's like they'd rather sit down and argue and just be weird. I'm like, bruh. At the end of the day, it's like, no, a person don't want to be bothered. It's like, respect that. It's like I had those guys try to, you know, contact me in every way, shape, and form, and I'm like, bro, I do not want to be bothered. It's like I just want to live. Oh no, this thing did need wires. New wires at that. Yeah, it's like, if I just want to be left alone, it's like, respect that. Like, dang. It's like, I don't ask for much. I just ask for my peace. Okay. Now, where is this stuff at they want me to put inside the car? Or replace it with? That's what I'm saying. They need to have her, it's like an identifier or something to like help you with this stuff. Is this like, they'll have it, there's 100 million parts all across this car. I don't know where to look for it at. Like, bro. I'm about to just check the engine cover, see if there's like something in there, maybe, possibly, I don't know. Oh, nothing there. Alright, put that back. Honestly, just tell these people, it's like, hey, yo, your car's ready. Send them on their way. I don't care if this car bursts into flames and blows up midway when they down the street. Like, bruh, you is asking for too much. Didn't I replace the fuel pump? What did I replace? Fuel filter. Okay. I was about to start flipping out. So that's what I'm saying. They ain't got no parts to, like, identify things. Man, you know what? Nah. I'll work on these people's car later. I'll work on this other car. Alright, well. Yeah, we gonna focus on this car, because that car is cursed. Can I ask a question? Shoot. I don't care. I'm an open book. Ask me whatever. Oh, this is the man. I did not like this because you gotta take apart the whole tire. Take away the tire, the rims, or not the rims, but the brakes. Take all that stuff off just so you can replace the suspensions. Without judgment. Without judgment, when have I ever judged you on any of the stuff that you've ever asked me? I've never judged you on none of the stuff that you've ever asked me. So trust me, you gotta remember, you gotta start remembering, I do not judge. I have no reason to judge. It's like nobody's life is perfect to, you know, be going around judging people. So is there a game that I can play that's like pausable? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna my legs. Alright, so like if it's a question about your legs, like I think I've said it before. Alright, if I haven't said it before, there's nothing wrong with your well, okay, you know what? No, ask me the question. Ask me the question. Because I might be, you know, jumping to conclusions on something I ain't even heard the question, so I'm just like, you know, right now, there's nothing wrong with your legs. So like, you could be those people that be, you know, getting butt surgeries and It's not. Okay. I was about to say, you could be getting those people with butt surgeries, and then their butt be all big, but then they have, like, my legs, where it's, like, small and skinny. Like, I come from a skinny, like, background family. Yeah, you're jumping. All right. No, but yeah, ask me. Oh yeah, I like this track. I just want to play a game where I can pause it. Hey, what's up, Eva? Hey, guys, shout out to Eva. Got another, streamer in chat. So how does this stream work? Are you playing on the PS6? Well, okay, Mika, they haven't... The PS5 just came out. If I was playing this on the PlayStation 6, I would expect the government to be after me. That hasn't even been discovered yet, but... I mean... It's a completely different... I always love talking to friends that don't, like, they don't, like, know too much about gaming. That was my supervisor. Then I remember that's how a teacher was in my school. She was just trying to say PSP, but she had said, like, every alphabet, like, in the whole, just all of them. And I'm like, fam, it's just PSP. That's all you gotta say. You ain't gotta say a whole lot. Yeah, I'm playing on the Xbox Series X. But yeah, guys, shout out to Eva. Make sure y'all go follow her. Another chilled streamer. PSP. It was a handheld, like, PlayStation that came out, like, back when I was... how old was I? I think I was 8 or 9. One of those. I think I was 9. Yeah, I was 9. Remember when a teacher said you wouldn't graduate just because you didn't know how to use a... Oh, yeah. Miss Wachi. I don't mind putting her on blast. That teacher was weird. Where am I going? Hold on. I'm a light lady. 90%... I say forget the school. 90% of this world don't know how to use a blood pressure cuff. That's the one teacher where I'm like, yeah, I know some stuff is going on with you. I wonder if she still works at my high school. She does. I know they probably just waiting for her to either quit or retire. PlayStation Portable is what it stood for. Yeah. Yeah, I had some weird teachers. And then that same teacher, though, like, no, there was one. That's how me and my friend Joseph, how we became friends. So Joseph, he had to drop off his little brother before he came to school. So he was going to be like 10 minutes late, which is chill. Like, she didn't even teach anything in the first 10 minutes. She just sat there on her computer and we were just all sitting around talking with each other. But anyways, he would come in late, and so she have it where the classroom, and I was like, nah. I'm like, nah, I ain't clapping. But no, so she had it where, like, when he comes in late, that the students would clap for him. And so I was just like, I folded up my arms. I'm like, I'm not clapping for him. Like, I remember overhearing, like, why he was late to school and stuff. And so I'm like, he has to drop off his brother. Like, dang, lady, what do you expect? I had a teacher who would take her shoes off in class all the time. Yeah, and I bet her feet was smelling like, what is it smelling like? Like outside, but like bad outside. Not the good outside. Like you just walked outside and then the trash can was just like sitting there waiting for you. Just gonna text you the rest. All right, I'll look it up like afterwards, or look at it afterwards. But yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't think no teachers ever did no weird stuff like that. I can look at my teachers and tell that they did not have good smelling feet. Especially this one teacher. She didn't even she claimed she was allergic to scented stuff. So if you was wearing lotion, she would send you to the office. I'm like, fam, I am ashy. I ain't got no choice. I never forget that teacher. She snapped on this one girl, was yelling at her, dang, did she do something to you? All she just did was put on some Vaseline lotion. Lady, calm down. It is okay. I'm like, there's no Vaseline lotion. Vaseline lotion ain't even strong. She ain't even got the good kind. So, lady, what is you tripping out over? I'm like, imagine getting suspended for putting on lotion. I'm like, fam, I'm ashy. I can't help it. I'm African American. There's foot plastic surgery. Oh, no, I know about that. No, well, our foot plastic surgery, that I never heard of. No, it took me a moment to think about that. No, I've never heard of foot plastic surgery. She's probably has a sensitive. Yeah, that's. I'm like, I just don't think it, requires you to yell at a student over it. She could have just been like, hey, can you go to the bathroom and wash your hands? Because I'm sensitive to smells and stuff. Nah, she was yelling at her that girl just took $100 out her pocket or something. I ain't never heard a teacher get she probably was out of all the teachers I've heard get loud, she's definitely top 5 teachers that ain't gotten loud with a student. She got loud. I'm saying I'm sensitive to some smells too, but I ain't gonna be in a person's face yelling over it. It's, it just doesn't even require that much energy to just tell a person hey, can you go to the bathroom real quick and wash your hands because I'm sensitive to lotion smells. The girl, she was chill too. I don't remember her ever being toxic towards teachers or anybody. She was quiet. So there was just that one day she just put on some lotion. Next thing you know, the teacher was like, go to the office. Go now. I told you about the... And I'm we're all looking at her hey, yo, this teacher is about to punch this girl in the face. She gonna be on Cairo 7 News, fam. Yeah, you can cosmetically after your feet. Alter your feet to be cute. That's crazy. I've never heard of that before. Sorry, but there's some people out there where I'm they be having them Shaquille O'Neal feet, and it's yeah, you need that. I gotta go. Alright, I'm chilling. I don't care what your feet look like. I ain't gonna be staring at that. Yeah, well, nah. I'm telling you, Hamza, there's gonna be a day if you meet a girl and her feet, they're gonna be... Watch the opening scene in Jeepers Creepers 2. And look how when he was sitting on that, cross-like thing, and then he moved his toes a little bit, and the boy took off running down the field. I'm saying, pause on that. I saw the foot pic before. That's crazy. I don't think I can ever do that. I just can't get with the foot fetishes on Instagram. That's wild. I couldn't get with it. Feet be all sweaty and stuff. I'm saying, I can look at people's shoes and say that they ain't got no circulation going through them shoes. I'm a sneaker expert. I'm telling you, you can send me any pairs of shoes, saying, does this have, circulation? I will let you know. I know everything there needs to know about shoes. So, I'm telling you, I've seen people where I'm I know you do not wash your feet. So I'm I know your feet are all jacked up. Toes, the knuckle part, the bottom part. I don't have a foot fetish. That's really weird. Yeah, I don't either. I'm like, I couldn't get with it. But there's like guys out there where they're like, they just be out there sucking on toes. And I'm like, that's wild. I couldn't. Toes be too sweaty for that. You could get Botox in your feet to stop sweating, by the way. That's wild. I feel like that's just doing too much. I don't know. You gotta get you some dry fit socks from Nike or something. And wear shoes with circulations. I feel like that will stop your feet from sweating if you do have like a bad sweating problem with your feet. And they have like those like sweat rag things, or it's like you can like wipe your, like after you're working out, you can use one of those. But nah, there's people out there where I'm like, they be into that stuff. There's actually a girl that I went to school with. She got like a foot fetish OnlyFans. They had her in my recommendations, and then she was all like, she had it there in her bio, and I was like, huh, okay. I never would have expected that, but okay. I have Botox in my underarms to stop excessive sweating. And you gotta get like the right deodorant. I'm saying you get the right deodorant, you ain't ever gotta have to worry about that. I mean, it's gonna happen, but like, you gotta get like the men's deodorant. The men's deodorant be the strongest. Men's deodorant, I'm like, bruh. I don't know why they won't come out with like not like lotion, but just more so, because I'm like, see, here's the thing. I don't think too many people, especially if you're not an African American male, like African Americans, like especially the men, bro, we be out there sweating and it'll be 30 degrees outside. I'm telling you, it's gonna get to a point in time when I'm like 40 years old and I'm just gonna be carrying around a rag for no reason, just sweating. What is going on with the camera? And they're gonna be like, bro, it is in the middle of winter and it's snowing outside and it's 20 degrees. I'm like, and I'm sweating. I'm 40 years old and I'm a black man and I'm sweating. Some people just sweat a lot. Yeah. And I'm aiming to be some people. Who's your favorite Mortal Kombat character? I don't know. I don't watch Mortal Kombat like that. I watched the movie, but I don't know the characters by name. Mine is Sub-Zero. I guess mine's a Sub-Zero too. That's the only name I can remember. But yeah, black men, I'm telling you, watch this TV show called My Wife and Kids. It's like in the later episodes, when the son's girlfriend's father, when he'll get angry, that dude get to sweating. But he was like sweating all throughout the show, so it was like that dude didn't even need to get angry. That's a good show. I'd recommend, if you guys have not watched that show, that's a good show. That's probably like the Wayans brothers like best show. You refuse to go out 90 degrees because of sweating. Yes. You asking me to go outside in 90-degree weather. You asking me to sweat. I hate sweating. I hate it so much. I won't get Botox to fix it, but I know I can prevent it by just staying indoors where I got AC. I'm like, no. I hate sweating. I hate that so much with a passion. People always be wanting to look at me while I sweat. And I'm like, bruh, that's why I didn't do a whole lot of excessive workouts when I was in school. Like when I did that mile thing, as soon as I felt one droplet of sweat, I'm like, I'm walking. That teacher's like, Moss, you gotta run. Well, Moss is walking. You ain't, don't control my legs. My parents birthed me. You ain't birthed me, so I'm walking. Yeah, I'm like, I do not do 90-degree weather. I hate 90-degree weather. Whether anything above 85, I'm not going outside. Get stronger deodorant, Mossy. Yeah, I can't put deodorant on my forehead. Then I'm gonna really be looking crazy. Yeah, hang out with the guy that puts deodorant on his forehead and see when people be like questioning you. Like, mark my words, there's gonna be people looking at you like, hey yo, what's his deal? Why that dude got some Axe deodorant? He's just rubbing it against his forehead. I already know that's a Strange Addiction episode if it's not anything else. No, I ain't like that car. That car wasn't all that good. Let's see. Would I do anything with the Mustang? I didn't do it backwards. Does your family know about the hate you give? So what do they think? No, they do. I told them about it. I remember one time they looked up my name on YouTube and then they was just like, they asked me about it and I told them. I was just like, oh, it's just people just being stupid. They did exactly what I did. They didn't watch not one video because it's not even worth watching. It's like my family knows me better than anybody, so that's why it ain't even worth watching. I told them of all the situations. I told them of all of that, and they was just like, they just said that's just people just being haters. And my family, they're not like YouTubers and stuff, so that's why it's like, you know, it's coming from people that aren't really, you know, into that, but even they can see it. Alright, got to 17. Does your family care that you do reaction? They don't even... they don't care what I could be doing. I do more than just reaction videos. At the end of the day, they just know that I'm a YouTuber, so it don't even matter. It's not like they're like gonna be like, oh, reaction videos are against the law and guidelines and all of that. Like, I would love to see my family. If they were to do that, I'd know for a fact they just messing with me, but I think they can care less. I did that. Alright, let's just go back to... Yeah, oh, I was about to say. But yeah, it's like, whatever type of content you like doing, just do it. They would think just the robot is stupid if they knew of him. They probably, like, if it, well, people already think that. It's your family, I agree. Thank you, Mika. I appreciate you. But yeah, it's like, I've had it where customers at my job have approached me and stuff. I've had it where it's like, you know, there's been a lot of people that have seen those videos, whether it was friends, family, co-workers, customers, whoever. They've seen those videos and it's like, it's the same thing that I said in the videos. They're stupid. Like, they're pointless. It's not worth watching. If you want to know anything about me, ask me. Don't go based off of a video of some people that have never met me before. That's why I never took those videos seriously, because it's like, you guys don't know me. Have you grown up with me? Have you watched me ever since I was a child? No. One thing to say that you think, but when you act like you know something of somebody, it's like, nah. You won't know that until you actually know that person. So. Then one thing if there was like, if all of that stuff was like, so let's say if all that stuff was to happen like all over again, right? The only way it would be logical is if it was like, okay, let's sit him down for an interview, ask him some questions. You know, if they have their, like, opinion about me, then they do. It ain't facts. As your third cousin removed, I agree. How was you removed? Honestly, though, like, you do seem like that one cousin where I'm like, hey, yo, if she ain't coming over, I don't want to go to this family get-together. So, either she's coming over or I'm not going. I'm putting my good shoes away and everything, so... Like, y'all better make sure of it. I get all the way to the family, like, get-together. They're like, hey, Mika ain't here. I'm like, well, guys, I will see y'all later. I told y'all what was gonna go down, and if my third cousin removed wasn't gonna be here, I ain't got no reason to be here. So, yep, I will see you guys later, and I will leave. I never met you IRL, so I can't be your family. I'm saying, like, you don't have to really meet a person IRL. Like, you could just, you know, talk with them, be chill with them. They will eventually consider you family. There's people that I don't know, and I'm like, or have never met them, and I'm like, nah, you family. As your aunt, I agree. Don't, they actually, you know what? No, never mind. I was about to say, don't you have to be older, but I'm like, no, I know people where it's like they have, like, nieces older than them. Nieces and nephews. You already told me that. Well, then you most likely have said that before, Hamza. But yeah, it's like, I try to, you know, for the most part, like, try to be cool with everybody to the point where, you know, we can eventually be family. But if people want to, like, you know, be weird about it, then I'm like, alright, well, so be it. What is going on with the camera? Dang. This camera is so sensitive for no reason. It didn't get stuck. How do you have a niece or a nephew that's older than you? So pretty much like the parent... Bro, this camera... Okay, like, seriously, what is going on? Can't even focus. But if, like, the parents of the uncle had that uncle or aunt, like... I guess, like, after the niece or nephew. So, pretty much, alright. So, let's say there's, like, the grandparent, right? The grandparent had, like, alright, so the grandparent had multiple kids. And then when the grandparent had multiple kids, like, one of those, kids had a kid. And then the grandparent decided, well, I'm not done having kids, so I'm gonna have a kid. That's how you overall, you know, have a niece or a nephew older than the aunt or the uncle. So it happens, but that's why we're siblings. Yeah, siblings, cousins, you know, that's some Alabama stuff. Nah, I take that back. Nah, we family. Ain't no, like, titles in it. We just on some Vin Diesel and Fast and Furious family stuff. Shout out to anybody from Alabama, though. Watch somebody comment, I'm from Alabama and my cousin's sister is nice to me. Like, that don't sound right, but alright, cool. There we go. This how Mika be driving when they saying they giving away crab legs half off. She be driving just like this. Passing red lights. Don't care who's in the middle of the street. Scaring kids. Kids done fell over crying. I'm saying, I don't see no lies in this. I wonder how this would look at night. I always forget that they have like the night mode on here. And I never drift at night in this game. Yeah, I gotta see about that. I'm saying, I'm positive I seen you hitting the corner like as hard as possible. You're the lie here. How? I'm saying, like, I feel like you definitely, if there had been like they giving away crab legs or something like half off or for free at some restaurant, Mika, you would have been the first one there. Like how, like, years ago when them 2 jets broke the sound barriers, that definitely would have been you. That first sound barrier would have been you heading there, and then that second one would have been you heading back home. Tell me if I'm wrong. Like, I'll wait. But I promise you, like, that ain't no lie there. Oh, dang, it is dark. That's why I don't like racing at night, because I'm like, look how dark it is. Duh, exactly. So I'm saying, like, and I would have made you my DD, made you be my D. What is a D? That sounds like that's some like bondage type stuff. I ain't doing that. I don't know what DD means, but I don't want to be a part of that. It don't sound right. Don't sound right at all. I'm good. I don't like that. I don't like DD and me being put together. Designated driver. Oh, okay. Never mind what I said. I'm telling you, like, when I see certain things, like, I just have a wild imagination about it. Why, I really don't know. I don't know how I got it. I don't know if I was, like, struck by lightning or something, then it just hit me one day, but... Insert clown emoji. I'm saying, like, that's what I thought. I was about to say, like, fam, what did they expect? Like, I finished it. Weird sibling sicko. Well, I don't know what you be talking about half of the time. You be hiding stuff from me. I have a conversation with you guys. This is legit a conversation between me and Mika. So Mika reached out to me. Hello. I'm like, hi. She's like, how's your day going? My day's going good. How about yours? My day's going good too. Guess what happened to me? What happened? You ain't gonna believe what happened to me. Well, what's going on? Like, it is the craziest thing of all time. Can you please just tell me? Nah, I can't tell you. You're gonna judge. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye. And I'm sitting there so confused, like, what just happened? Like, I'm telling you, that stuff, I'm like, man, I'm like half of the time, I'm like, I know if I respond, I'm telling you, if I respond, then I'm like, I know I'm gonna get led on into a conversation I even need to get led into. But if I don't respond, I'm gonna come off as a bad friend. So I'm like, so I just be sitting there so confused, like, what could it have been? And then eventually it'd be like later on that night, like, remember I was telling you about how something went down? I don't even want to be a part of the conversation anymore at that point. Because I'm like, alright, no, I'm just going to get led on. I'm like, what happened? I tripped and fell. I'm like, you had me thinking the world was ending, like, my FBI agent knows who to question if they want me to in details. No, they can't question me. They're gonna be like, so what do you know about Mika? I don't know nothing about her. No, I won't see you as a bad friend. I'm saying, like, your FBI agent, he had been like, yeah, we can't ask him, so we gonna just cross him off the list. As many times he ain't got led on into a conversation. They be sitting there waiting like, oh, we gonna find out something. And it's absolutely nothing. I swear, Mika, you work for like the mob or the mafia or something. But yeah, that's like every conversation. And I'm just like, dang, half of it, I like, next time I'm just gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna do it differently this time. You know, I don't want to know what happened. Just so you're just like, no, I'm gonna tell you what happened. Then I'm like, alright, cool. To eliminate all that extra stuff, just do some reverse psychology things. Cause I'd be mad confused. I'm like, bruh, I didn't even sign up for this. Like, I'm gonna start doing that to people. I'm just gonna be like, you ain't gonna believe who I saw. They're like, who did you see? Like, what was they doing out here? Who was it? Who did you see? I'm like, I honestly, it's like, nah, it's too crazy. Like, I can't even tell you at the moment. Who was it? I seen a janitor from high school. Like, they've been like, bro, who cares? Like, who cares about the janitor from high school? It's hard text you everything because you never answer your phone. Okay. That's I'm like, I'm gonna have to, you know, pull out the cap hat on that, because every time you've texted me, I have answered my phone. It's when you call. It's when you call and I'm like, I'm out in the middle of somewhere. I'm like outside. Like, I do not like talking on the phone outside because people want to look at you and be all nosy. My stories are so much more better. But it'll be on some stuff where it's like, hey, yo, you could have just told me that without, like, the whole build-up to it. Like, you be building it up, and it'll be on some stuff like, hey, yo, this don't even require a build-up. Like, build-up, subtract. No, I'm talking about calling. And that's what I'm saying. Like, you'll be like, hey, yo, can I call? And I'll be like, out. And that's another thing. I'm like, hey, yo, like, I'm not even a big talking on the phone person. Like, texting is so much more convenient. Because I'm like, fam, if I'm using the bathroom, I really don't want to text or call nobody or be on the phone while I'm using. That's like a sacred place. You know, bathrooms is like libraries. Like, you can't be in the bathroom, whether even if it's your own bathroom at your house. Like, I've had it where like people have tried to call me like while I was at work on the toilet, and I'm like, nah, you ain't gonna call me at this time asking me questions. I text them and be like, hello. I just gotta make sure you don't think I'm dramatic. When you do build-ups, them build-ups be a little bit dramatic. And it'll be on some stuff where I'm like, fam, it's okay. Texting is terrible. Do you know how long it would take me to text you everything? But it's so much more convenient. It's so much more convenient. Compared to like calling somebody, and I'm just like, oh dang, like there's so many times throughout the day where I'll be like busy doing something. Like, you know me, you know how much I like work on YouTube. Like, I be recording videos almost 24/7. That's more so reason why I don't really talk on the phone no more, because I'm like, I do YouTube videos the majority of the day. I wonder what the customization would look like on this car. Now I want a body kit. There we go. Why did I change the wheels? Like, nah, that's not. Nah. That's actually kind of nice. That's kind of nice. That's too much with that bumper. What is this one? I think it was... No, that was... Yeah. There we go. Let's go ahead and buy that. Actually, you know what? Nah, that's what I'm going to do. Where's the Corvette at? I want to recreate my grandfather's car. Is this it? It sure is it. He didn't have this Corvette, but it was another Corvette. I don't know why, like, the yellow in here looks so weird. That's actually kind of nice looking. Gloss. But it still look green, like, on the side. Why does it look green like that? Like, that green is strong. But that 4-hour phone call would have been 8 hours of text. I'm saying, and I like 8 hours of texting than a 4-hour phone call. 4 hours, I'm like, fam, my throat gets all dry, my arm gets stiff. I gotta sit in like one spot and just be talking and things. Like, nah, I can't do that. And obviously, you even proved my point more when you was sitting there running. And you know what? Nah, I am gonna put you on blast. Cause when you was sitting there, you was at work and you was sound like something like this game was alright. That was game's just making weird noises. But anyways, no, when you was at work and you was running back and forth on your campus, and you sounded like you was out there running for dear life. Like that's I'm like, oh nah. So that's why I'm like, yeah. Am I gonna make that? Yeah, I make that. Texting is so much more convenient. I don't want nobody to hear me all winded out when running. What kind of grades did you get in high school? I'm trying to think. Like my senior year, I think I had all A's and B's and I had 1 C because that was that health teacher that told me I wasn't gonna graduate for not knowing how to use a blood pressure cuff. But yeah, I can't remember. I think I was doing okay my other years. It was middle school I was struggling in. I struggled a little bit freshman year, but like I think like by like second semester sophomore year I did good. I was doing good. I just mainly had like C's, but brought them up to like A's and B's. But if I didn't have that one health teacher, I'd probably... Bro, this car, man. I might have to use that other Corvette. Don't spin out. I swear on everything. I'll burn this car up. Yeah, I am not big on talking on phone. One time there was a fight on Veterans Day and lunch. Right, got canceled because of it. I'm saying like, I don't know. Fights didn't really happen at my school. I thought one year, though. I think, what year was that? Was it my junior? It might have been my junior year. I remember these 2 kids, they got in a fight in front of me, and I thought I was going to get in trouble. So I remember I asked the principal. I said, hey, so look, them 2 kids that was fighting during lunch, like, because they fought, like, right in front of me. Am I going to get in trouble for that? She was just like, nah, you're chill. Bro, what is this camera? Because I was like, nah, they were big on that. You just remotely, like, look at the fight. That's why I'm like, sometimes you had to, like, treat them fights like Medusa. Like, you couldn't even look at them. Then there's the one girl, I know I'll never forget that. I was cool with her too. I don't know what she's been up to lately, but I know I'll never forget that one thing about her. She punched this girl so hard one time, made her pee herself. I was like, hey yo, I don't know what kind of Mike Tyson punch you gave that girl, but like, you need to like conceal that. That's not right. Like, based off of what I heard, she was messing with her. She said something. Next thing you know, like a loud, like, you know, punching noise went off. That girl was laid out, peeing, like, dang. Like, you can't come back from that at that point. I think she did switch schools not too long after that. I was like, dang, well, You brought that on yourself. You out here messing with people and they even did nothing to you. Like, if you get punched to the point where your bladder ain't got no more control, like the fact that the punch like ricocheted throughout her body, went to her bladder and just straight said attack, like, that's wild. But yeah, like I said, that girl had it coming. She was always messing with people. She wouldn't mess with me because I'm like, she already knew what I was capable of. I was roasting kids in middle school, so I'm like, high school by that time, it kind of was like, you know, in its final development stages, I'm like, you don't want to roast me. I'll have you pee your pants without even touching you. I'll say some stuff and have that whole girl's feelings hurt. Why'd you get in trouble for something you're not even a part of? That's how our school was. They was like, they were big on that. They you couldn't watch school fights, you couldn't record school fights, like you just had to stay away from that stuff when it went down. So yeah, kids, they be trying to like, you know, get they watching and like look at it for a little bit, but yeah, you get in trouble for that type of stuff at my old school. That was more of the color than anything else. Chameleon. Yeah, I like this. I like this because that actually looked more like his car. But yeah, what else? Yeah, you get in trouble for some stuff at that school. If you was like, if you wore like tank tops, you would get in trouble because they had like a strict like dress code policy. If you wore hats and hoods, you would get in trouble. I remember one of my friends, she wore like a skirt to school, but she had like leggings on underneath. She had like these black leggings, but I remember the administration lady came up to her and was all like, "You gotta come with me." And I remember I didn't see her that whole day. I think I messaged her, and then that's when she was all like, "Oh yeah, the teacher had or the administration lady sent me home because I was wearing the skirt." And then I remember I had took my shirt off during PE. Well, it wasn't like I had a tank top underneath. I had that. And then the teacher was all like, "I gotta put my shirt back on." I'm like, "Man, it's hot out here. You guys got me out here on this track running around. It is hot, fam. Like, at least give us some shade." I never got physically bullied or beat up in school. I didn't either. Kids wasn't that dumb like back in school. Kids wasn't even really doing that. Like, I think that was just all like that movie stuff. Like, I mean, it happens. Like, I ain't gonna say it doesn't happen, but at least at my school, like, ain't no bullies was getting punked out at our school. Like I said, the one girl sat there and got punched and peed on herself, so yeah, bullies wasn't really, you know, big at our school. That's why I was like, and even if it was, like, I wasn't, you know, it's just something that I couldn't really accept, like, me getting bullied. I'm sorry, but I'm like, I can't accept that. So, that's just something I'm like, nah. Like, good try, though. Pat the bully on the back and walk away. I'm like, good luck in life, but they ain't gonna slide with me. And then beaten up. I'm like, in order to get beaten up at our school, you had to do something to somebody. Like, our school was like kind of chilled, but at the same time, like, kids was only getting beaten up if you did something to somebody, so. Like, I'll never forget, there was this, one of my friends, big old Samoan dude. But I remember him and his brother, they were driving around like, "Hey, what's up, Ama?" Yeah, guys, another streamer y'all should go follow, show love to. But yeah, the stream's going good. Stream's going good. I'm just sitting here telling high school stories. But yeah, I'll never forget when it was my like big like freaking. He looked like he could have been a wrestler, and that dude was only like 15, 16 years old. But yeah, I remember him and his brother, they were these big, just giant Samoans, and they asked me, "Have you seen such and such?" That was the one time I feared for somebody's life. Like, I did not know who that kid was. And I'm like, I didn't even want to know who that kid was. But I was like, hey, yo, if I found out who that kid was, I'd be like, hey, yo, bro, here's $100. Get you a train ticket. Don't ever come back to this town again. Like, you got 2 Samoans looking for you, and they wasn't happy, so I felt scared. I was like, dang. They wasn't even asking for me. I was chilled with him, but I was still scared. Like, dang, do I need to hop a fence? Do I need to hide? Like, but yeah, guys, make sure y'all go follow Ama. Honestly, one of the most goated streamers I've came across. Like, I've came across a lot of different streamers, but it's like it's different when you're a part of like I don't know, maybe other people might not get that experience, but with me, I'm like, nah, Ama's stream is like honestly one of the goated streams I've ever been a part of. Did you work in high school? Nah, I didn't work. I was like, I did schoolwork, if that counts. Plus, like, areas, like, there wasn't really a whole lot of job opportunities, like, for, you know, high school kids at least for me. Like, the local grocery store, they wasn't really trying to hire nobody. I remember I applied there, and I was like, alright, well, I don't want to work here anyways. You guys sell bad meat and freaking replacing the floors every single time. Not the Samoan dudes. Ama, if I'm telling you, I never, that was just a time where I'm like, look, whoever that kid was, I felt so bad for him. I'm like, kid, leave. Leave now. I don't know what Samoan bloodline you just conjured up, but you got 300 plus pound brothers. Because I know the one brother, I think he said he was like 385. And his other brother looked bigger than him. He looked like he could probably been like 430, 440. I'm like, yo, you got them 700-pound Samoans looking for you. Nah, bro. You did something. I'm like, don't ever ask me to be your friend. I ain't walking home with you, nothing. So Cozy and Amar are the big 3. Yeah, So Cozy is another good streamer too. She's like one of the reasons why I really got into streaming. I was like watching her streams. I'm like, you know what? I could do this. I could get into streaming. Then playing the forest the other day. By the way, I did record a little bit of what we played yesterday, Ama in the forest. So I will work on that video at some point in time. I don't know when, because I got a lot of videos I'm working on right now, but that was fun. Yeah, I got some footage. I wish I got the part where I was throwing rocks at you. I don't even know what got over me when I did that. We out here getting ready to get attacked by cannibal people, and I'm sitting there throwing rocks at you. Oh, I messed up on that. But yeah, I wish I just had like a better setup to stream it. That's why I was kind of a... Bro, if this camera... The forest, that was fun. It was so fun. That was, man. I remember playing. Bro, what is this camera? You kept getting me one shot. I know. I actually know there were a couple of times where I missed. There was one time I tried to throw a rock at you. You was doing something, and I threw the rock. And then I threw it like out that like weird like door that Nano had built. And I was like, dang, well, that rock is gone. I think it was at that point I was like, I need to stop throwing rocks. And I think it was maybe 2 minutes later, I went right back to throwing rocks. He's inside. Discover more ties, friends. Yeah, yeah. I lost one of my rocks. I was like, dang. I remember I think once, and then once when it was like daytime and when we went back outside, I could not find that rock. I'm like, dang, I lunged that rock. That rock is gone. I wish I could play with you guys. I don't have it on PC. You sacrifice yourself so I can. I know, right? Hey, yo, I'm saying like, in a real life situation like that though, I probably would have been arguing with you guys. I'm like, first off, Nano shouldn't have been out there. We shouldn't be on this island. Emma's like, but I'm trying to save my son. I'm like, hey, yo, look, like, your son's been gone for 5 days. He's one with the cannibal people now. They probably done introduced them to all these, like, human recipes. Like, I will help, but I ain't gonna be sacrificing myself to go for that. Yeah, anytime. Yeah, the forest, oh yeah, I got you guys. I will forever sacrifice myself. But in a real life situation, nah. I've been like, let's talk about this. Messing around. I know, right? It was, yeah. Human rights. I'm saying, Timothy's gone. Like, Timothy is one with the cannibals. Timothy should have found his way back to the airplane. If that's his name. Is that his name? I don't know. I think I just heard one of you guys say Timothy, and I just assumed that was his name. That might not even be the boy's name. Emma's like, that's not my son's name. Who's Timothy? I'm like, look, I don't know who Timothy is, but I'm not saving him. So I ain't sacrificing myself to no cannibals. I probably have been out there crying. Been like, I ain't cut out for this. Emma probably would have slapped me and said, you need to pull yourself together and stop crying. It's like, now I'm embarrassed because I'm like, dang, she didn't have to slap me in front of everybody. Like, you could have at least, like, brought me off to the side and gave me a prep talk or something. Nah, you already used that car. His name is Tim. Oh, it's Timmy. Okay, Timothy. Oh, yeah. I knew I heard, like, Timothy. I don't, where did Timothy come from? It was either, yeah, okay. But yeah, I'm not cut out for stuff like that. I'm like, maybe if it had been something along the lines like Walking Dead, but like when you got cannibals that are climbing trees in Fortnite, Apex, probably Fortnite, and you kept drinking the bad water. I know. I need to stop. I need to stop. This, I swear, I'm about to, man. Not even touching it. What is going on? Dang. I need to, yeah. I wonder if I can change that. Now the camera just looks all weird. But yeah, I know I need to stop drinking that bad water. And the dumb thing about it was like, I'll drink it and be like, oh, dang, that was painful. Well, let me try another sip. You know, maybe that will... Nope, that was painful too. Okay, third time's a charm. Nope, that almost killed me. Okay, maybe fourth time might work. 4 is a good number. It's an even number, so it may work. Oh, now I'm dead. I'm like, Ava, Nando, can one of you guys revive me real quick? Now watching. Mika might still be here. I don't know. Well, I think she might got work tomorrow. But yeah, that, honestly though, that would be kind of a cool concept. Like, a real life The Forest. I'd sign up for it. I'm like, yeah, if they ever do something like that, where they're like, oh, come out to this this forest, and you know, bring you and your friends, and you guys just gotta pretty much do what they did in the video game. I'm like, Emma, pack your things. I'm gonna be sacrificing myself for you guys. I'm gonna be watching every one of your streams, so you don't have to worry about having 0 views. Appreciate it, Hamza. You wouldn't do it? Emma, I'm like, I'd be down. I'll get something like, I'll go all out too. I'll go full on commando. I'll get like a shirt that I don't care about, rip it so I can look all crazy like. get some of that football stuff that they be putting underneath their eyes. I'll go all out. Dang, what kind of shoes would I wear? I don't want to wear none of my good shoes. I'll get my Black Forces. Get my Black Forces. We finna eat people. I mean, we ain't like... I didn't even think that far. I honestly didn't even think about that. Dang. So you know what? Never mind. I was saying it could have been like a game show or something. I wasn't gonna actually... Like, I probably brought me like a... I don't know. Like a couple of protein shakes or something. I'm like, I ain't planning on eating nobody. I chased down like a turtle or something. You was just out there just going off on those turtles. Like, I'm like, dang, where's Ama at? I look over, you just on the shore, just with a rock, just going off on some turtles. Like, dang. For the forest without camp. I'm with that. I'm with that. I definitely would do that. Well, actually, no, that's that TV show Survivor. Never mind. So that idea got shut down. Dang. I came out with a good idea just for it to get shut down. That's messed up. I don't even think I couldn't be on one of those shows. They out in the middle of the... It'll just take one time for me to hear a wild noise. I'm like, nah, my imagination starts going crazy, and I'm like, good, great, I can't sleep. You guys waking up in the middle of the night talking about, Tyler, you're still up? I'm like, look, I heard a stick break, and it sounded like it was like something big was walking on it. I'm like, I don't know what it was, but it scared me, and I can't sleep. But yeah, I think, I think if I were to do one of those shows, I'd probably, you know what? Nah, if I'm gonna be truthfully honest, I'll probably be in. There's like a last place like type competition show. I'll be like second to last. I feel like I'll kind of stand my ground at some points in times, but I know I wouldn't survive on one of those shows. I wouldn't survive, like, yeah, no, the forest, what you're up to and watching your stream. I'm saying, I'm like, and the crazy thing about it, it's like, I'm wide awake. I don't feel tired or nothing. Would you be lying to people and forming alliances? Probably. I probably would have looked at you and been like, hey, yo, Nano was talking so much trash about you. Like, he's talking about you ain't no leader of the group and all of that. Watch you get mad, then you and Nano go at it. And I'm like, okay, cool. They going at it, and I'm going to plot my escape. No, I'm playing. I wouldn't do all that. No, I think I would try to work together with everybody. Everybody get to, like, arguing and yelling, then I don't know. I'll just be like, hey, yo, y'all need to stop all that. Like, and we gotta stick together. I hear one noise go off, I'm already running away. I would have believed G2. I'm saying. Nano probably would have been saying the same thing about, like, one of us. He came up to me talking about, yeah, Ama said that you ain't gonna survive out here. I'm like, what? She was just talking about how we were all going to work together. What are you talking about? He's like, nah. She said you're going to get scared and run off. Now I got to go and have some, like, motivational speech with everybody. I'm like, look, I ain't no punk. I'm going to stand my ground out here, and I ain't leaving for nothing. I hear one wild animal. I'm like, all right, so I'm disqualifying myself from this show. You guys didn't tell me about no wild animals being out here, so I will see you guys when you get back home. It's stuff like that. Then The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead would be the one show where I'm like, man, it's like everybody living normal lives and then they all just go crazy. Like, I would like to hope and think I would be one of the good guys, but I don't know. Discover Ama, I'm glad I did. Yeah, Ama chill. Like, goated streamer. Anybody disagrees, we can fight. On site, no gloves. But yeah, I can see right now, like, I don't understand how people in zombie apocalypse have the will to live. I've been trying to survive. I'm not gonna try to like die off or anything. You gotta have more friends there. I'm saying, like, honestly, at the end of the day, you know, you don't really need to have like a whole lot of friends. Like, if you got like one, a couple, few, it's chill. So I'm like, Ama, she's honestly like, it's like one streamer where I'm like, hey yo, like, I want nothing. I want to see her do like or accomplish nothing but the best when it comes like Twitch, content creating, joining teams. So, yeah. At the end of the day, she killing it. Like I say, Ama cool. Like, I'm out. I know. I like now. I'm like in zombie apocalypse. I'm doing it solo. I'm like I ain't trying to worry about no groups. Because a person dies, and then I'm going to get the crying because I'm like, nah, you were chilled. Like, Ama gets bit by a zombie. I'm like, dang. Like, how'd the zombie bite you? Ama's all like, I was looking the other way, and it just bit my arm. I'm like, you didn't hear it? Like, then I start crying. I'm like, dang, you going to turn? You going to try to come after me? Honestly, I don't think I wouldn't even like kill. I wouldn't even kill zombie Ama. I just pushed her down and took off running. I'm like, I can't kill zombie Ama. That's Ama. She might be a zombie, but like, she's still cool though. Like, I can't do that to her. Appreciate that, Hamza. She let it bite you. I'm saying, like, I probably got mad. I'd be like, Ama, look, like, you could have avoided that. You gonna be like, you gotta chop my arm off. I'm like, I ain't chopping no arm off. I'm like, I definitely ain't doing that. I can't look at too much blood. That's just, you know, because I do that, then I feel the bone. Nah, I'm like, I can't do that. I'm gonna get sick. I'm gonna probably pass out. We both gonna be laid out, unattended, with no help. Like, yeah, that ain't good. That ain't good at all. So, nah, I'm running. I'm running for dear life. If anybody has watched Walking Dead and they seen that scene when Father Gabriel was on top of that rock screaming for dear life, that's gonna be me in the zombie apocalypse. I'm gonna be blowing out the bad person content. Bite them, turn it into. But yeah, I appreciate that, Ama. Nah, it was just some like past YouTube beefs that I got into. People talking about I'm like a bad content creator and stuff. But at the end of the day, like, you know, it's like that type of stuff. Like, as long as I got friends like you guys, like, it's chill. I ain't even tripping about it. You know, I'm moving on, turning over a new leaf, focusing on my future, focusing on helping out my friends and their Twitch channels. So, yeah. Ama would definitely be that one in the zombie apocalypse where she's like, she's just doing some like, just some wild stuff. Are you really the best content creator I ever met? I appreciate that, Ama. Nah, seriously. Like, nah, likewise. Like, I'm saying, like, there's that TikTok video, that's like some real stuff. I'll go on Twitch and be like, dang, she ain't, dang. Grinding so hard and content so is good. I appreciate that. Now, it's like to hear stuff like that. It's like, you know, that type of stuff. That have a person like just up, just working on content. See, that's what I be wanting to do. Shout out videos for you and stuff. I'm like, you say things like that, then expect me to not do a shout out video. Like, I ought to do a shout out video. Why? You know what? Because I'm streaming to anybody watching this at a later time. Shout out to my good friend Ama. Make sure y'all go follow her. Go show her love, support, all of that. If you don't, we can scrap. Yeah, it was like, there's just, you know, a lot of YouTube drama. But, like I said, I'm focusing on the future. I don't care about that stuff. So, that's what, honestly, at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. Focusing on the future. Throwing your past life in the bin, setting it on fire, and starting up a... But his reaction is the content. I know, like... I'm glad you see that, Ama, but there's just people out there that's like, nah, they ain't hearing all that. Keeping your head up tight. Yeah, always, always. That's why I'm like, you know, like, I'm big on that. I'm big on just, you know, like, moving forward, like, going through any fires, like, life-changing moments, like, anything that's bringing you down as a person. I'm all up for, like, you know, people, like, moving, like, forward in life. That's what, honestly, at the end of the day, it's all about. You're gonna be hit with, like, life lessons that's gonna, like, try to, like, get to you. At the end of the day, you just gotta, like, walk over that stuff and be the best version of yourself. It's like, you can't let that stuff at the end of the day get to you, because it's like, everything, you know, that's sad to say that, but it's like, then everything is gonna get to you. And you ain't gonna be able to, like, just be able to live a normal life. You're gonna think like, oh, what if I don't, you know? No, at the end of the day, it's like, if you got people out there that are entertained by what you do, that's all that matters, whether it's one person or 100 million people. You know, I was happy when I started content creating. I was happy when I got 1 subscriber. Now here I am at like 25,000 subscribers. I've still got like that same happiness I did when I got my first subscriber. Then it's like getting into Twitch this year. I was like, I met some of the like dopest people through Twitch. Like Ama definitely being like probably the like top 5, like top tier. If I honestly, at the end of the day, it's people like you that's like, if the best doesn't happen, like, I know I gotta be that one to like, once when I get to like 100, you know, or however many subscribers I have in the future, I'm like, still, like, even when I'm like at 1 million, 10 million, 100 million, however many millions of subscribers I'll have, like, I'm still gonna have that same energy, like, hey, yo, if y'all ain't following Ama, like, what y'all doing? Yeah, I'm saying, like, Ama is, like, honestly one of the GOATed streamers I've ever followed. It's just crazy to see, like, where you're at, like, 2,000. I'm like, huh? Nah. Like, this is a dream. This, like, nah, Ama is, like, some, you know, like, I'm in a dream or I'm probably in a coma. Ama is, like, a streamer with, like, millions of followers. But, yeah, Ama, like, honestly, like, if you ever, I hope that there's never a time if you're ever doubting yourself. If you do, like, just understand, like, you are killing it on Twitch. You are. Like, there ain't no way possible. It's like, you know, somebody can look at you and be like, nah. Yes, me and Moss are gonna make it. Facts. Like, Ama's gonna be, you know, YouTube, gonna be killing on YouTube and Twitch. I'm gonna be trying to do the same. It's like, Ama is somebody where it's like, you know, if she was at an award show and accepting some sort of, like, content creating award, I'm gonna be in that crowd crying. I'm gonna be tapping people on the shoulders like, hey, yo, that's my best friend up there. That's Ama, GOATed streamer. They be like, can you be quiet? I'm like, hey, no. What you gonna do? We gonna stand up. We both gonna clap. As soon as everybody else claps, like, we gonna start clapping. I'm like, if you don't stand up, we're gonna go outside and fight. So you better show love to Ama up there. Person's like, I don't know who that is. I'm like, her name is Ama Storm. She is a Twitch streamer. Alright? She's a part of a team called Pulsar. Do I need to tell you more? I'm like, she was born on... Nah, I'm playing. I ain't gonna go that deep in depth in it. 2 goats. Perfect. Yeah, Hamza. Gotta show love. Always. But yeah, it's times like this where it's like, you know, you just gotta remember it. Don't hit that pole. Don't hit that. Dang. Hey, you know what? I didn't never doubted myself. Muscle. I know. I'm like, her social security number. Then they're gonna be like, next award goes to TMossBoss. I'm like, yeah, I'm just, you know, first things first. Gotta thank everybody, like, you know, my support team, but just let y'all know, past person that just won the award, Ama Storm, like, that's like honestly one of the like goated streamers ever, so y'all show love to her, definitely. I'm like, you know, that's why I was like, because no, it was that video that you have like linked where it's like, it's where you just overall was promoting that that energy drink. I remember I watched that video and I got motivated. I recorded a bunch of videos after watching that. And then I remember I went to the Polestar website because I was all like, dang, Ama might have like some merch. Sharing your own acceptance word. No, you own that. I probably would. Glitch, yeah. I seen that commercial that you did. I watched it and I was just like, hey, you know what? I'm inspired. I am actually inspired. I remember I just sat down at my desk and just started recording. And then I was like, like I was saying, I went to the Polestar website and I was like, if I remotely see any Ama merch, I'm buying it. I can't wait, honestly though, I can't wait for that. Like, Ama, please, like, send me the link. If you guys come out with hoodies, shirts, team jerseys, whatever it is, whenever it is, like, I'm definitely gonna make sure that I buy something. Here we get the proper recording equipment. Hope to do a stream with you both someday. Yeah, definitely, Hamza. Nah, Ama, I was like, I legit was like looking on the website and I'm like, dang. I feel like that might be like asking a little bit too much if I message those guys, being like, hey yo, when's the Ama merch coming out? But I was like, I'll wait, I'll be patient, but like definitely, I'm like, yeah, I am buying whatever it is. Wearing it in videos, wearing it out in public, letting everybody know. I'm like, hey yo, show love to we do have merch, but it's basic merch. Okay. For my community. Are they really? Dang. It's all good though. I love my team. Okay. My boring day. I'm saying, you know, you gotta like, you can't like rely on stuff. I mean, I do appreciate, you know, being here and things, but it's like, you gotta make like life entertaining. Like, I was like that at one point in time, or especially last year. Last year, I was like, bro, freaking, this sucks when the pandemic had started. But I was like, nah, I just started going out, really like elevating YouTube, doing a bunch of different things. I'm like, I'm gonna make the best of this. What car can I use? I'm gonna use this Audi. But yeah, Ama, if there's ever a time where you come out with like merch, or even if like, or let's say if you ever were to come out with your own team, like 100%, I'm promoting that. Well, I'm already promoting anything that you got going on. I'm promoting it, so. Yeah, you got like a lifetime supplies of promotions, shout outs, all of that. I don't rely solely on your streams. I watch plenty of... Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm saying though, but I'm like, you know, just in case. But yeah, I'm like, that's definitely one thing for sure. I'm like, Ama definitely gonna be one of those streamers where it's like, you're gonna look up one day and she's gonna have like hundreds of thousands of followers on Twitch, killing it. Young streamers is gonna be watching her. They're gonna be like looking up to her and things like, hey yo. Like Ama motivated, like I'm saying it's gonna watch, it's gonna probably be like a hashtag or a trend or something. Ama motivated me to stream. And there's gonna be like a bunch of just young streamers motivated because of Ama. Without YouTube, what would this world even be? Honestly, I've been a wrestler. I've been a WWE wrestler. Because those was my dreams before I got into YouTube. So, as soon as I create my YouTube channel, I forgot all about being a wrestler. You're too kind. I'm saying, like, you know, I'm just telling the truth. Dumb monster. Without Ama, what would this world be? Honestly, I probably would have been in bed asleep right now. But I'm like, nah, that you guys is here. I'm like, I can't. It's like the amount of people I'm saying, there's like, that's the thing. I just feel like that there's like people that's like, that's put here to just really like move us to the next level of life. Whether it's like a friend, fan, who is supporter, whoever. So would this world be? Answer, but nah. I know you said like JK, but I'm like, nah. Everybody got like a reason and a right to be here. I feel like people, they, you know, they do the right thing and just, you know, overall, like, you ain't have to, like, you know, there'd be people that just like do the right thing, and there's gonna be people that like see that situation and feel motivated and inspired themselves. So I feel like everybody got like a reason and a right to be here. It just goes out to anybody out there watching this stream at right now or at a later time. It's like, don't ever think for a second that you don't deserve to be here or the world would be better off without you. Like, nah. There's people here, I'm like, honestly, if they wasn't here, I don't know where I would be at in life. Like, I think of like key people in my life and I'm like, fam, if anything, I probably been like, I don't know, just living the opposite of my life. Like, I definitely wouldn't have been this like happy content creator. Even your haters have a purpose. It's not to hate on random people. Yeah, I'm saying like even my own, like even the haters, my doubters, everybody. It's like everybody got a reason to be here. Don't think for a second it's like, oh, you don't deserve to be here. It's like everybody has a reason. You know, they have like, you're here for a reason. I think everybody's like, you know, life is supposed to be a motivational story to, you know, just keep motivating people to just, you know, live better and stuff. So I think that's at the end of the day what it's all about, in my personal opinion. I know one thing, this car don't look right. Something, oh, that's the fenders thing. I was like, what is wrong with the wheels? But okay. Did I do that customized? I don't think I did that body kit. It just looks even more weirder. Why make it into a truck? I ain't doing, nah, I'm good. When I'm talking to you and stream, feels like I could just escape my problems. Yeah, it's like, you know, there's at times where I'm a part of like people's streams and, you know, overall doing stuff. I have to say it's more so with like music for me. I listen to music, go out on the walk. But yeah, there's at times I'm watching videos, watching streams. Like, that's why it's like I'm always big like on, you know, promoting people. Because I'm like, you know, it's at times, it's like I'm feeling down. Like, that's why I'm like shouting out Amba. There's been times I've been feeling down, join her stream, and I'm just like, hey, yo, I feel good. It's like I watched that and just like watching that video, and I was like, I got inspired. I can't remember how many videos I recorded, but I remember I recorded a lot. So it's like those people that motivate you to be better. It's like, yeah, you can't just, you know, act like that never existed. So that's at the end of the day, like, you know, for as long as I'm here on Earth, like, I'm just, you know, I feel like I am here to just motivate people. You know, show people, like, just overall, like, that hidden legend within them, and let them know, like, hey, you are so much greater than what you are right now. Same, Ama, same. But yeah, it's like, Ama, to honestly, to just say, like, one thing, you know, or probably multiple things, but to just really, like, you know, talk on Ama. Ama is somebody where it's like, you going, like, you're, like, if you watch her and feel, like, mad or angry, then you just got some, like, dark spirits in you already. But, like, if you watch her and you feel, like, happy and good about yourself, like, without her even knowing, like, you changed somebody's life. Like, you actually, like, help somebody be better and stuff. I'm saying, like, there's been times I've joined her streams, I'm like, hey, yo, like, I feel good. Me cure, and here's it. Yeah. I'm saying it doesn't always have to be about, like, haters and things. Like, at times, you know, you just really gotta, like, focus on yourself and stuff. I've just really been big on focusing on myself, focusing on, like, you know, just my circle. And yeah, I think life would, you know, always be good living life like that. But yeah, like with Ama, I'm like, yo, I was like I said, there's been times I've joined her streams, and I'm like, man, I don't know what happened, but I feel good. I feel really good. Now, there's probably so many people Ama unmotivated, and it's like, and then the cool thing about it, the dope thing about that whole situation is that it's just gonna get higher. It ain't gonna be on some stuff where it's like, okay, only one person's gonna watch. I know I ain't gonna be the only one that watches Ama and feel motivated. There's gonna be hundreds and millions of people all across this world where it's like they gonna be so motivated. That's something that I actually see. That's not, I'm just not saying that just to say that. Like, I actually see that. Like, I see Ama accepting awards. I see Ama thanking millions of people. There's gonna be a bunch of people. It's like, it's definitely gonna be one of those things where it's like somebody see Ama in real life. Like, I could get why if they cry. It's like, kind of just feels like that victory lap. Sometimes I feel motivated and get messages from people who say I helped them get through some hard stuff. I'm saying it makes it all worth it. I'm saying, like, that, I'm telling you, like, there is a time I remember somebody commented on my videos. This happened a while ago, and they told them my videos have helped them with their depression. I remember hearing that, and I was like, that's insane to me. That's insane to think that I'm like, my videos did that. And honestly, I give, like, every time when I do a video, I try to give it, like, full energy and stuff. That's why at times I'm like, I find myself not recording because I'm like, I ain't got the energy for it. But when I got that energy for it, there's, like, ain't no amounts of, like, nothing that can just, you know, make it, there's nothing that can make it a bad video. I try to, like, you know, whether it's entertainment or motivating, like, anything possible, like, I try to just, you know, really just go all out for it. Part of us meeting people. Yeah, definitely that. I'm like, I met quite a few people off of, like, streaming. And I'm like, honestly, I'm like, I wish I had gotten into streaming long before I got into YouTube. I like, streaming is just, to me, streaming is just so much more, it's better. I mean, I do like YouTube, don't get me wrong, but I'm like, nah, streaming, it's different. Tyler's podcast episodes and streams help me get through the hardest time. Yeah, I like that's why I'm like I've always have said that, and I've always been like big on that. I'm like I'm here for a reason, and I feel like that reason is to motivate people. It's like, yeah, I can be here to have a good time, have fun, all that, but at the end of the day, I'm like, nah. I'm here to motivate people. That's why I'm like, to whoever like my future kids are, they're going to be like, I already know they're going to be like, my dad's just a little bit too motivating. Like, my dad gave me a motivational speech about eating cereal, and I would too. They sit there eating a bowl of Apple Jacks. I'm like, do you want to be the apple or do you want to be the jack? You choose. They were like, what does that even mean? I'm like, I don't know, but it sounds motivating. They're going to be so confused. I'm just going to hit them. I'm going to just do that just to, like, get on them. Or just overall, like, have fun. I feel like that's, like, one thing, like, as a parent that you need to, like, make sure you do with your kids is just have fun. It's late. Saying listening to Tyler's podcast. Oh, not. When it's late at night, I sit down and listen to Tyler's podcast. Whether it's an old episode or new. Feel a lot better afterwards. Yeah, it's always good to know that. It's always good to know that. Like, yeah, always make sure you tell, like, your favorite content creators, any of your favorite content creators, like, hey, yo, thank you. So I'm just, Ama, thank you. It's like, thank you for the dark times, the happier times, all of it. That's something I'm like, I can, just be an apple in a world full of jacks. I'm saying, like, that's actually kind of good. That's a good... Dang, I like how Ama, she just turned Apple Jacks into a whole motivational, like, in a motivational quote. Ama is the GOAT for that. Like, I wasn't expecting that. Dang, that actually is motivating. That's a lot better than what I said. Thank you too much. Remind me. Same, Ama, same. We're the apples in a world full of jacks. My kid's gonna be so confused. They're gonna be like, what does that even mean? Who's Ama? I'm like, who's Ama? Did you really just say that in that household? Nah, you grounded. Go up to your room. They're like, I didn't even do nothing. I'm like, nah, go up to your room. You gonna say stuff like that. I'd rather for you to cuss me out than to say who's Ama. I'm like, nah. I'm like, you go up there, you look up who Ama Storm is, and then you come back and talk to me. They're like, Dad, all I found was shout-out videos from you when you was in your 20s. Like, I didn't see nothing. I'm like, she's probably not streaming. At that point, Ama's gonna probably be president of the United States. If we're gonna truthfully be honest, it's gonna be like 20 years down the road. Ama's gonna be president. Ama's definitely gonna be president. If we're gonna truthfully, Ama's gonna be in the White House streaming. That's gonna be a sight to see. Gonna be in my household, like, streaming with her. We're gonna be playing, like, The Forest 5. She's gonna have Secret Service, like, people in my house. I'm like, look, I don't need you guys standing. We all just playing a video game. We've done this before. I was doing this long before her presidential days. Like, I don't need you guys standing over me. Oh, we can all be friends. I don't know either of you two personally. You guys are the best. I mean, man, loyal fan forever. So hope you guys remember me when you blow up. Of course, Hamza, of course. Gang, gang, definitely. What car can I use? Actually, no, I want to still continue using this car. I don't know why I'm like switching through this. Okay, here we go. Drifting this hard track. Facts, Ama. Other way around too. That's what I'm saying. Like joining Ama streams, I'm like, man. It's like to just like overall to just feel welcome to a community. Cause I've been on Twitch for some years now. I was like, I looked and I was like, I didn't even realize I created my account. Pineapple on pizza or not. I don't do that. I don't do that. That's something where I'm like, I look at it and I'm like, hey yo, don't you bring that activity towards me. But people be doing that. I'm like, dang, you just live reckless, do you? You don't even care about life. You don't care about your taste buds or nothing. Like you might as well just eat poison. Just take edible poison and just eat it. Just eat it. I don't know who came up with that invention, but I'm like, hey yo, you could have kept that to yourself. You could have just been like, oh god. I'm saying, like, why? For what? And then people just get so offended by it. They're gonna be like, how dare you disrespect pineapple on pizza? How dare you disrespect pizza? If we're gonna truthfully be honest, you out here disrespecting the whole food. Like, all those ingredients, and then you just put pineapples on. That's like wearing, I'm trying to think. It's like wearing a suit, but with some, them shoes that you buy in the mall, like it's like wearing $1,000 suit, and then putting fake Yeezys on. They don't even say Yeezys, they say, like, be easy, like, and they ain't even the same, like, it's just, bro, I'm saying, like, that's how I feel. I messed this drift up. Alright, start all over. Some food combos don't work, such as ramen and chocolate milk. Yeah, I'll never try that again. But I'm saying, I had nothing else to drink in the house. I had that, and I was like, hey, yo, now that's poison. That's like just honestly taking a tear gas bomb and just eating that. Papa John's is my favorite pizza place. Isn't that what that guy, he was like the reckoning, like the days of reckoning will come? That man, he was sweating hard in that interview too. That's the first time I think I've ever watched an interview and was laughing. Then he got turned into a meme. I was like, dang. I think that was Papa John's. I think that was that guy. He always wore like a red shirt. But he was sweating hard in that interview. Do you guys like... So, Ama, I seen these tweets from you and Suki about the fries and the... I was going to add into it, but I was like, nah. I guess I can understand why a person would do it, but I myself wouldn't do that. But yeah, I seen you guys was like going off on each other. I'm like, dang. I'm going to just step over here. I ain't going to like get involved. I'm just going to leave it alone and stuff, so... What do you do with all those shoes you have? Some kind of shoe cut? Yeah. Well, I talk about them and, you know, do like review videos on them about like on YouTube and stuff. So I have a reason for collecting shoes. But yeah, I am a sneaker addict. I'm just gonna, you know, flat out admit that right now. Dang. Milkshake just overpowers the salty fries and makes it, yeah, like that's, I'm like, I just, man, I don't know. I don't do it. I feel like a younger me probably would have did it, but now I'm like, nah. Fries are too valuable. You can't be doing all these like weird things. I don't even like milkshakes. I don't do combos like that. I'm gonna crash. Dang. Oh, knew that was gonna happen. But yeah, it's like there's just food combos out there. It's like they do not mix. That's like some strange addiction type stuff. When people be on that TV show, hello, my name is Tyler, and I'm 25 years old, and I like milkshake and French fries. Sometimes I'll smash up the fries and put them in the milkshake. Sometimes I just kind of drizzle the milkshake over the fries. My wife of 14 years, she has left me before this show started. Like, I'm saying, like, you just gotta stop at some point. I feel like that's when you gonna start mixing milkshake and fries. Like, I'm saying, you gotta stop. Them people on that show, they be living wild too. That's like the scary thing about it. Like, of course I'd get silver in this car. What other crazy things they've had on that TV show? That show was funny at times. I loved watching that show. Because them people be on there, they just thought that their lives are so normal. And it was like, fam, you're married to a mannequin. Like, you have an addiction to Macy's mannequins. It just takes one roundhouse kick and send that head flying across the room. That dude's laid down on the floor crying. Like, you just killed my wife. I'm like, bro, your wife was already dead. Like, she never was alive. One guy, he was addicted to his car. I'm like, it just takes one car accident, that's gonna send that man over the edge. I have a strawberry milkshake with fries, but not chocolate. I just, like I said, I don't know. I gotta have like a soda with fries. I can't have like a milkshake with fries. It just don't sound right. Like, I can't do that. And then the one lady, I think that was by far, there's like 2 crazy episodes. The one lady, she like drinking gasoline, and then the other lady ate her husband's ashes. Like, not cigarette ashes, like the man he was in an urn, and she was legit, like, she was eating his ashes. Like, I would have screamed, bruh. Like, that would have just, I'd have screamed and passed out. Like, lady, you did what? I can't use this car. I remember that. I'm saying, like, no, like, you're joking, right? Like, you get his cigarette ashes. Like, that's bad too, but you mean his cigarette ashes. I heard that and laughed, cried. No, I'm saying, I was watching that episode. And was like, nah, no you didn't. Crazy vegan say you deserve it, you eat me. Yeah, you were talking about that earlier, Hamza. I didn't know if it was funny or horrifying. No, it was horrifying. To me, it was horrifying. I've been, that interviewer been like, nah, hold on, time out, cut. So, like, the ashes are fake, right? They're not real. She's like, oh, no, they're real. Taste it. I'm like, I'm not eating no ashes. Like, you get that out of my face for your husband end up on this floor. Like, I'm not eating no ashes. She'd been like, no, like, he's cremated. He's in this urn. I'm like, lady, like, that's like, that's a form of cannibalism, but, like, that's not, like, the cannibalism that we all know about. Like, why would you do that? I could never. I came back as a ghost and been like, hey, yo, stop it. You got people looking at you in IHOPs and Denny's and stuff. Like, you went out in public to eat my ashes. Like, lady, I'd call the cops on somebody like that. I'd be like, nah, this lady over here eating ashes. I don't know if she's starting, like, up a ritual or something, and she's trying to sacrifice me to, like, the demons. But I'm like, look, I'm a man of the Lord, and I can't have that here. So somebody gonna have to call the cops. Or I'm like, the cops are gonna have to come out here. I'm like, this lady's gonna conjure up something. Next thing you know, my whole head's gonna be twisted. And I'm gonna be saying, like, you know, freaking things like Latin languages that I shouldn't be speaking. Like, nah. You just unlocked one of my traumatic childhood memories. Oh, from like something that you experienced, or from that TV show, Ashes? It's always on my hand because I don't have... No, not like ashy, like, nah. Like, the man, they cremated him, and his ashes was like the TV show. And that oh, okay. But yeah, Hamza, like, no, she was eating her husband's, like, him. Like, the man was like, she was eating his ashes. I don't know how else to put it, but she was eating the man. Dead husband. That's just... He probably, like, man, he probably, like, off up in heaven, like, the angels patting him on his back, talking about, man, I'm sorry. He she didn't even need to do that. Like, Thousand Ways to Die. Thousand Ways to on that show, she probably would be on that show. Actually, you know what? Now thinking about it, she probably would have been on that show. Like, death number 754 goes to Barbara, whatever her last name is. That I'm saying, like, I have been mad. I honestly have been mad. I had waited for her at, like, Heaven's Gates, been like, really? You was eating my ashes? Acting like I was a whole meal, like, she took that like you a snack thing, literally. Okay, that was dark. Nah, never mind. I take that joke back. That was a dark joke. That slipped out. I'm sorry. That's messed up. Does she even care about her dead husband? So you know what? That's why she said that she started eating his ashes, was because she wasted some of his ashes on her shirt, and so she didn't want to get rid of it by like wiping it on the floor, and so she was like, I couldn't do that. So then she just started eating it. Like, okay, yeah, that's better. That's the better option. That show, actually, people dying. I don't think so. They had some old weird deaths on there. Like, they had the one, I think they said it was a couple, like, having sex on a dryer or something. They said the dryer exploded and killed them. I was like, fam, what? Like, what do you mean? Like, why did the dryer explode? Like, yeah, like, huh? Like, what? What do you mean? Like, how do you even walk in on a situation like that? You be a detective, like, trying to figure it out, like, whether it was a homicide or something, or it was, like, an accidental death. You asking the detective that's there, and he's just like, looked like the dryer exploded mid of them just getting busy and killed them both. I'm like, dang, that's messed up. Like, that's... I think they said, though, like, some of them were real, but I don't think all of them were. Because I was like, man, that ain't happened. They had some old off-the-wall deaths, too. They were, like, coming in at number 254. You got Frederick that was just walking, and next thing you know, a glass fell from space. Like, where'd the glass come from? But they just, yeah, they had some old off-the-wall deaths on that show. Dang, I'm not gonna get the gold on here too? I swear, they be straight cheating me in this game. But yeah, I'm like, shows like that, I want to be on a reality TV show. Like, me and Ama, we gotta be on one of those, like, reality, like, nah, that's what, me and Ama, we gotta be on, like, a traveling show. We gotta be on, like, a road trip show. I can see right now, like, we, like, midway, one of us is snoring loud. That'd be funny. I support that show idea. But I don't want to be on no show like Jersey Shore. I don't snore. Family Feud. I feel like we could go on Family Feud. I support that. Come on, guy. If you snore, I would not hesitate to accidentally wake you. Wow. Oh, that's messed up. Alright, quick question for you guys. So, like, let's say your significant other. So, let's say, like, you know, you living with your significant other. You're asleep. You've never seen them sleep before. You never really paid attention. But then you wake up to their eyes wide open. And they're snoring. They're asleep. Like, eyes is wide open. I'm saying, like, they look like they're scared. Or they're having, like, a medical emergency or something. No. I can see Ama's videos all like, bro, look at this man now. Divorce. Ama would definitely be like, hey, yo, look at this man asleep right now. She like, hey, yo, wake up. Like, hey, you gotta wake up. He just sitting there, eyes wide open, sleep. I'm just saying, I wrote her a note, woke up next morning and been like, yeah, so I'm gonna spend a couple of nights in the hotel because I can't sleep in the house where you doing stuff like that. I'm just saying, yeah, because I'm like, there's movies where like stuff like this happens and I end up getting killed. So that's why I'm like, I don't, because in most scary movies, the black man for some reason dies, and that's, I am African American, so I just think that, I need to take my African American self outside the equation and not be involved. I'm like, hey, no different than when it was in Paranormal Activities when that girl was standing over, especially if they, like, do some weird stuff like that. If they're, like, standing over me, I'm like, nah, you getting a pillow. You getting a pillow on the top of your head. But I'm like, I ain't with that. I'm not with, like, the scary movie stuff. People want to be out in the middle of, like, the woods. Jason Voorhees is just going around killing and chasing everybody. They're like, oh my god, what are we going to do? Where are we going to go? I'm like, I know what I'm going to do, and I know where I'm going to go. If y'all ain't behind me, then I'm sorry. I'll see y'all at Heaven's Gates, but I don't plan on dying out here by no 6'7" tall weird man with a machete. Like, nah, that ain't my life. I'm like, I ain't going out like that, the racism. I know, right? In every scary... Well, there's, like, some scary movies where the black man actually lived. I'm like, hey, you know what? Shout out to that writer. That's a writer. I'll just go up to him, just hug him, and be like, you listen to us. Mossy, that's... Honestly, I'll say that's weird. Huh. Well, now that I've seen him, I think that that's my cue to leave. And then that's another thing, the girls that always, like, trip and fall, like, and she's like, oh my god, my ankle is broken. I'm like, girl, if you don't stand up, ain't nothing wrong with your ankle, like, you better hop or crawl, do barrel rolls, something, but I'm just saying, if I twisted my ankle out in the woods, I'm running on that twisted ankle. I'm like, or I've been barrel rolling through them woods, get like a good hopping start, barrel roll, collect myself, stand right back up, 3 good hops, barrel roll. I'm like, then also on top of that, I'm like, if you've never been to the park, you ain't never went off of the monkey bars, I'm like, you better climb one of these trees and pretend that they monkey bars from back when you was in elementary. I'm saying, if you swing and fall, then you swing and fall, but I'm like, ain't no way I'm going out there and I'm going out like that. I've been the one, like, guy in the scary movie, as soon as something would have went down, they had discovered the first dead body, I've been like, well, on that note, I will see you guys. Everybody's all like, Tyler, what are you doing? We gotta stay here and figure out who killed this person. I'm like, no. You guys can stay here and figure out who killed this person. I'm going back home, and I'm becoming a Twitch streamer again. I'm like, I ain't signed up for this. I'm like, oh, look at that. Aim of Storm just started streaming. I gotta go back home. They're like, you could just watch your stream out here. I'm like, nah, it's better when I'm at home. So, I'm like, yep, I can't do that. Then, like, those paranormal, like, movies where the ghosts, like, knowing my luck, I'll be that one that the ghost is like, oh, yeah, we're gonna have fun with him. They won't even try to kill me. They just gonna probably just get a laugh. They're like, look, bro, I'm sorry for picking. The ghost is gonna be like, look, I know you can't see me right now, and I'm sorry for always picking on you, but you just got the most funniest reaction out of everybody. Like, everybody is confused. Like, bro, you in, like, a straight-up fighting position in the corner, like, and you can't even see me right now. Like, I'm a ghost. I'm like, I get it, you know, I can have, like, a funny reaction at times in scary situations, so I get it. Ghost is all like, you know what? I am gonna like kill you or take you to the underworld because you cool. He's like, but just don't come back to this house no more. I'm like, hey, say less. Say less. I feel like Ama punked out a Ghost. If we're gonna be truthfully honest, Ama, she had been the one like punking out the Ghost. I came back from like some like weird room. Ama got the Ghost in the headlock talking about, I got it. I'm like, how do you get a Ghost in a headlock? Like, how are you even capable of doing that? Like, the Ghost is an underworld person. Like, how do you... I'm like, alright, I am gonna like argue with that. Nah, you got it. When horror movie characters hear a weird sound, or you go check it out, it's obviously killer trying to lure you. I know. They hear some old weird like crackling like noise. Like they just hear some like weird stuff going on. I'm like, y'all heard that, right? I'm like, so we need to leave, right? They're like, no, let's investigate. I'm like, I'm not investigating nothing. I'm sitting right here, and I'm like, as soon as I see you guys running back, I'm leaving. I already know, like, if they had it where I was like the star of a scary movie, that's why we'd survive. Exactly. Me and Ama, like, everybody else, I feel like me and Ama, we would be in the back, and then the group there, like, everybody be in front of us. They're like, let's go investigate. Me and Ama just gonna dab each other up, get our gear, and we just gonna leave. And then the movie's gonna show us at the end. We're like, that's crazy how they all got killed in that house. Dang. Ama's all like, hey, well, we did what we needed to do. We left. So I'm like, hey, that's exactly what we did. Ama would definitely be that type where I'm like, okay, like, hey, you know what? Like, I think I'm like, yeah, we gonna survive. We ain't gonna die like the rest of everybody else. We gonna survive. So I'm like, yep. I had just been like, looked at her. I'm like, we just gonna do the head nod, and after that, we surviving. I'm like, ain't no way I'm dying in those haunted house. Ghost done fling me across the room. I'm not investigating nothing. I ain't trying to do exactly. I that's the day when I'm like, if I ever do like one of those like a movie or even one of those like, well, I'd never do one of them ghost hunting shows. I know that for a fact. But if I were to ever do a movie, my character, he'll have like the funniest role in the whole movie. People done ran into the room hiding. I'm all underneath the bed, like with my body straightened out. They're like, wait a minute. Are those Tyler's, are those his Jordans? They grab him like, hey, don't touch me. Go to the next room. Get out of here. Go. This is my hiding spot. Leave. It's like, Tyler, we can't find no other place to hide. The ghosts are all around the house. I'm like, well, they haven't came to this room, and you guys doing all that talking. We all about to die. Like, go. Get out of here. I'm like, this is my hiding spot. I'm underneath this bed, chilling. I'm like, them ghosts have not came in this room at all, alright? I'm like, you guys gonna come in here, be quiet, alright? Just go hide in the closet or something. Like, Tyler, you're the man. You're supposed to protect us. I'm like, in a situation like this, I am not a man. I am a child, okay? Like I've always said, I've been telling you guys that since y'all met me. I am a child of the Lord, okay? I'm not cut out for no ghost. Unless I got a Bible, I'm like in some holy water. I'm spitting that holy water at them ghosts like Triple H be doing in his introductions, and I'm like, fam, it's like a ghost. Like, how am I supposed to fight a ghost? Like, knowing the girl would say that too. After that, I'm like, hey, after this, like, if I survive, I'm like, we breaking up. I'm like, you might as well, you're gonna have to take me out your bio, delete all the photos we took. Like, you wouldn't really expect me to fight a ghost. Like, alright, I'm gonna fight this ghost, but we get back home, I'm like, hey, yo. I'm like, that's it. Make sure you're wearing body armor and have a gun with you. You can't take that off up in no haunted house. Yeah, you gotta have a water gun with holy water and a bunch of Bibles that looks like body armor. I'll go up to a church, tell a pastor, I'm like, is there possible you can make body armor here? He's like, you going to a haunted house, huh? I'm like, yup. He's like, alright, come to the back. He's like, so I got the full body armor with the helmet, and then I just got the chest body armor. He's like, now what kind of house is this? I'm like, 2-story. He was like, you gonna want full body armor. If it had been one of them like 1-story houses, you know, you had been set. But since it's a 2-story house, you're gonna need full body armor. Now, what type of holy water gun do you need? You need the super soaker or just the pistol? I'm like, well, what's the rate of the super soaker? He's like, a lot of people come through here and get it, you know. They're chilling for the most part. Water balloon. Oh, hey, that he was just like, that's the grenades. Those are the grenades. Okay, so Ama, she, hey. Do you have phasmophobe? I don't know what that is. Hold on, let me look that up. That's a new word. I have arachnophobia. Oh, it's a game. Oh, is it a game? Oh, it's a video game. Oh, I thought I was like about to say. I'm like, I didn't know what that. It's a multiplayer game. No, I do not have this game. When you and your friend. Oh no, I heard of this game. No, I remember this game. Buy it. Oh no, it's chill. No, don't worry about it. I'll buy it. I remember that game though. Now I see where like YouTubers be playing that and stuff. I thought you were asking me if I actually had like a phobia or something. I was just like, I don't know what phasmophobia is, but I might have it. I got a lot of phobias, so I'm like, yeah, I'm a scary individual, but like, yeah, I might. But no, yeah, definitely, like, no, we should play that game. Now that's a game I think that would be funny. That would be funny to play that. Yeah, I'm definitely down on playing that game. I've seen videos of guys, like, people playing that game, so I'm like, yeah, that game, that looks fun. I would never be a ghost hunter in real life. Like, them ghosts do not want it. Because as soon as I hear, like, a ghost talk to me, I already know what they're going to say, too. It's going to be like a ghost from, like, the 90s. I'm all like, if you're in here, say something. He gonna be like, your shoe game weak. I'm like, alright, you can reveal yourself and we can scrap right now. You gonna talk about my shoe game. At least I can put on a pair of shoes. Casper. Then I'm gonna walk out that room. Everybody gonna be like, Tyler, did you come in contact with the ghost? I'm like, yeah, I did. He roasted my shoes. I'm saying, if I see that ghost in the afterworld, I'm like, it's me and him. Me and Ama gonna be ghost hunters. He gonna be like, Ama is a good streamer, but I don't know about that TMossBoss guy. I'm like, you could give me a compliment too. I'm saying, all right. I know we all know Ama is a good streamer, but hey, I'm good too. He's like, I'm a ghost from the 1700s, and I can already. And he was like, and I know your shoe game weak. I'm like, hey, you know what? I don't know what's up with these ghosts roasting my shoe game, but. I'm sitting there arguing with the ghost. You guys out there trying to ask it questions. I'm in the room arguing with it. I'll make some ghosts mad too. I probably made the ghost mad, woke up the whole house. Now we all in danger. I'm like, hey, look what I can do. Grab a door handle. I'm like, I can walk out of a door. He talking about I could go through walls, bro. Like, you ain't did nothing. I'm like, at least I could grab on the stuff. You can't do that, can you? Oh, that's, you know what? That would be a good video game. So there's this, I think some of you guys, I don't know if y'all seen this movie or not, but there's this like old 90s movie called House on Haunted Hills. Bro, if they have in that movie in the game, oh, that game would be so scary. Have you seen the movie The Ring? Of course I've seen that movie. I watched so many scary movies when I was a kid. That was one of them. That was one movie that didn't scare me when I was a kid. I was just like, hey, yo, how's the girl coming up out the TV? Like, what channel do you have to turn to for her to come up out the TV? Like, that's my question. Oh, did I level up? I leveled up in this game. Cool, cool. Deaf Nickelodeon. Oh, yeah. I was watching me some Nickelodeon when I was a kid, too. Who wasn't? Like, you wasn't watching, like, SpongeBob? Like, that's pain. But yeah, I was watching so many scary movies as a kid. House on Haunted Hills is like my favorite scary movie as a kid, too. It's on some, I know. When you sit down and think about it, like, yeah, they kind of were. Like, you hear some of those jokes that they were saying, like, I don't know about this. Like, I don't know about this at all. SpongeBob, it's like, you can't even, like, look at SpongeBob the same anymore after all the memes that Dan made about him. Like, dang. Still going strong, too. That's the good thing about it. But yeah, I was like, I knew as a kid, I was like, man, I remember I wanted to get into acting so bad. But then it's like, when you hear, like, them, like, kid actors, I'm like, dang. Like, for an example, Drake from Drake and Josh, like, I never would have guessed that he would have had the outcome he had. I'm like, dang. You had, like, a good thing going, but then he just decided, hey, you know what? I'm gonna just be weird. I'm gonna just speak Spanish for no reason. And I'm like, bro, like, are you even Hispanic? Like, that's my question. I'm like, if he is, then he is. But if he's not, I'm like, bruh, you can't live in Mexico for like 3 months and then out of nowhere just say like, oh, I can speak Spanish now. Like, that, it don't work like that. It doesn't. Like, I get it, you know, like, Spanish people, like, they're honestly some of the, like, they're, like, you know, God-given people. We don't deserve them. But, like, you can't just be like, oh, I claim the Spanish language. Like, how? He really tried it, too. I don't know why people be doing that. It's like, hey, yo, just be yourself. Like, it's chill being yourself. It's just... He's weird. Massively weird. And here it is, like, Josh Peck, like, he's just living his best life. Like, he ain't had a kid. Like, he's, you know, doing YouTube stuff, doing things on TikTok. Like, Josh, I'm like, he's honestly, like, that's motivation right there. Like, to any kid actor, like, look up to him as for motivation. But Drake, on the other hand, like, that's somebody where it's like, okay, like, that's, like, definitely, like, the good and the evil. Like, you have it where one's living this, like, you know, beautiful lifestyle. Like, got a wife, kid. Like, honestly, that's, like, freaking goals. And then you got Drake where it's like, oh, okay, so that's what you don't want to do. I think I remember I was like the first time. I'm gonna go to sleep now. Good night, both of you. Alright, Hamza. Appreciate you for stopping by. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I was all like, I think the first time I heard some stuff with Drake go down, I was like, oh, yep. Here it goes. Like, this man just about to live the life of crime. I'm like, this, you know. Josh, he disappeared, then emerged from freaking David Dobrik's vlogs. I'm like, what am I watching right now? Josh Peck getting shot with a paintball gun by David Dobrik. Huh, okay. Oh, them people would have been taken out. But what other... Oh, then Amanda Bynes. She was like, had like a weird fantasy thing with Drake. And I'm like, dang. It's just crazy, like, all these child actors. I'm like, man. It's like, they had like a good thing going and then they just all just goes away. It's like, who else? Macaulay Culkin, he's still, he's still doing things. He's just on this American Horror Story double feature show. So I'm like, that's good to see him in a good settings. But I heard, like, with that child acting, he's dating London. I know. I seen that, and I was like, hey, yo, that's the dopest thing ever. That's honestly, because he was saying, like, how much, like, she has helped him out in life. And I'm like, yay, that's honestly, that's good. That's good to see that. That's full-on goals right there. I'm like, hey, yo, I'm happy. Like, I'm happy for him. But I was like, yeah, he had his thing going on, too. Who else? Like some kid actors that had like crazy, like there's like, I mean, there's a lot. Leonardo DiCaprio, it's crazy to just see how, like, every movie from like since he was a kid has always been good. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen this movie, Emma, but it's this movie called What's Eating Gilbert Grape. And Leonardo DiCaprio, he did that movie, and that was like that was, and it was before Titanic, and I'm like, man, that's crazy acting. I love that movie. It's a good movie. It's a really good movie. My mom had me watch it. Oh yeah, same. Johnny Depp too. Yeah. It's sad. I know. The ending is like, dang, it really has to end like this? Like, hey yo, why did the ending, like, it was just such like a uplifting movie, like Johnny Depp found love. Leonardo DiCaprio got his brother back. I was like, but yeah, I was like watching that movie, I was like, dang. And he didn't, the crazy thing about it is like, he didn't win an Oscar up until he did the movie The Revenant. I'm like, bruh, like, he did What's Eating Gilbert Grape, killed it. Came back out with Titanic, killed that. Then did all these other movies. I'm like, and he won an Oscar for The Revenant? Like, he didn't even talk in that movie. He just fought a bear and walked through snow, like, and got shot at. Like, he gets an award for that? I'm like, hey, yo, what is going on? I'm like, that is not normal. That is not normal at all. So because he deserved one so bad, they just had... Oh, yeah, they had to. For sure, they had to. Then Great Gatsby. I remember I watched that movie. Honestly, that was like the first time I watched the Leonardo DiCaprio movie and got sad. I mean, Titanic was sad. What's Eating Gilbert Grape was sad. Great Gatsby, that was the movie that almost took me out. I was like, nah. I was like, please don't go out like that, man. Like, come on. I don't know if you've seen that movie, but I was like, nah, don't go out like that, please. I'm like, the girls wait for you to call, man. Like, them movies be getting to you at times. I'm like, dang. For real. I'm like, yeah, that movie, I was like, come on. Don't go out like that, please. I hate Daisy so much. Yeah, she was, it's stuff like that where I'm like, hey, yo, I feel for Leonardo DiCaprio. Or The Great Gatsby, but I don't know. I couldn't have all them parties. I told them people, I've been like, hey, yo, don't touch nothing. You just get your drink, socialize, and, just stay in one area. That was a good movie, though. That was a good movie. Have you seen Slumdog Millionaire? That's a now. If we gonna talk on like a good movie, that movie slaps. I feel like that's not a way to describe it, but like that's when you know the movie's good. Hey, what's up, Taj? And no, I haven't, but I need to. Slumdog Millionaire is a really good movie. Ama, I think you would enjoy that. Yeah, how's life treating you, Taj? If that's how you pronounce your name, I'm sorry, but if not, correct me. Hey, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Yeah, we just, you know, me and another goated streamer, Ama. It's alright, my man. Cool, cool, cool. I got 12,000 at the last second. I'm trying to think. I can't think of a movie that, like, made me sad. I'm trying to think. A TV show made me sad. Walking Dead. And I ain't got no commands, Taj. I'm sorry. I'm not that much of a... You know, I haven't really gotten into that yet. But yeah, Walking Dead episode, it had me a little... It had like a, you know, a tear forming up. I don't know if you guys have watched Walking Dead or if you guys are caught up with the show, but yeah, there was an episode that kind of got to me, and I was like, dang, this is how it's gonna end? Like, alright. I'm not caught up, please, dear. Okay, okay. Well, like, what was the last episode you seen? Or like, what happened in the last episode? Can I join up? I'm just kind of doing solos right now. I don't know how long I'm gonna be streaming, and so I don't want to start up a game just to leave like minutes later and stuff. So Negan harassing Carl for his eye. Oh well, then yeah, okay, then you know. It was some other stuff that went down. It was like far after that, but. No, it was okay, but no, the episode that okay, so you seen I'm like oh okay. Then you far back. Yeah, when he got shot in his eye, I was like, oh no. I was like, oh my god. I was like, then Rick, he kind of went into this like this rage, and I'm like, fam, Negan though. I was like, that episode when the first time Glenn died, I cried. Say my mom started watching this show. See what happened. Oh yeah, I got my family into that show early on. I got them early on season 1. I remember I skipped out on trick or treating so I can go see that show. But yeah, but when he died, I was like, man. Negan said back to it and hit him across his head. I'm like, oh no, please. I'm like, Maggie's watching. I probably would have been in that, laid down on my knees crying too. I'd been like, ah, dang. Like, why Glenn? Then he looked up at Maggie and then was just all like, I think he's like, I'll find, yeah, that's what he said. He's like, I'll find you. I'm like, man, Negan, you, bro. I'm like, man, if you didn't have Lucille. It's funny because he's from Washington. I'm like, why you gotta be from here, bro? Like, now people ain't even gonna be cool with me because they gonna be like, oh, nah, you live in the same state as Negan does. I'm like, I didn't ask for this. I didn't. Like, I truly didn't. I didn't ask to live in the same state as Negan. What are some other crazy episodes of Walking Dead? Yeah, there's some crazy episodes. Gotta head out. Okay, yeah, I was about to just wait until you either said you was gonna end or yeah, you were the one streaming and stuff. Keep the volume up for the view. No, I'm actually about to end the stream because I'm like, it's late, so I'm about to end stream. But honestly though, like, it was this is a good stream. I enjoyed this stream. This is the longest I think I've ever streamed too. I've never streamed for no 3 hours and 30 minutes. Sweet dream. Thank you for chatting with me. Yeah, thank you for chatting with me. Thank you for being here. You have sweet dreams too. But anyways, I will talk to y'all later. It's anybody else that's here. Make sure you guys, or yeah, shout out to Taj Mo3 for the follow and Jubilis for the subscribe earlier. And once again, shout out to Ama. Make sure y'all go follow her, one of the goated streamers. But in the meantime, I will talk to y'all or later on today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Stay tuned for the later streams and peace.